Infinite. Welcome back again here. It's your boy Try Hex, your favorite emote in chat, Try Hard. I'm here having the privilege of delivering some spicy
That's right.
co-commentary for EZScape, who will be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! You can go
Yeah,
ahead and cut over to him here, please.
yeah, awesome. Yeah, guys, so first marathon run in like 2 years. It's been a minute. It has been a fat minute. I'm so happy to be here. So happy for anybody willing to tune in. I was not expecting to run Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all games, but here I am running it. We're going to be doing, this is the latest story-driven Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Legacy of the Duelist. Link Evolution, which is like they updated the game, basically. Don't worry about it. And I picked the GX category because I just find it to be the most interesting. It's good. It's a pretty good intro level. If you guys aren't familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Or were in the past, you'll be able to follow it somewhat easily. That's what me and Trihex are here for. But I'm somewhat worried about going over estimate or maybe underestimate. It's a very RNG heavy speed run. So let's just go ahead and get it started now with a duel in love. We're going to skip over the tutorial. So we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a countdown from 5. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Get it.
All right. So first things first, we do have a rock, paper, scissors, and a coin toss. Or no, just rock, paper, scissors. So there's about a 75% chance that we get where we want to go. Usually I'm going to be going second, but I was forced to go first. Again, bad luck. We're going to see what we have. We do have a Mirror Force. I'm going to try and bait them out and see if they can attack that Mirror Force. Basically, if they attack...
Okay.
God, where do we start with this? So there's monsters, trap cards, and then also spell cards, and obviously turns and phases. So I just went through my main phase and ended down because on my first turn I cannot attack instantly. And so I played a more defensive position, hoping that they'll attack and activate some of these trap cards. So it looks like they have taken the bait. We also have, okay, I had to press A really quickly there. I think I was late on the activation, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it compulsory. I've been practicing on Switch all weekend, and I'm not prepared for the load times here, so that's fine. I think I was late on the activation. So I'm going to do reinforcements of the army. Strongest monster I can grab is Sparkman, so we're going to be using that and try and do some direct damage here. Now that face down, it's nothing lethal, nothing that's going to screw me up too much, but it could stall us out. I'm assuming it's going to be Scapegoat or Double Pass. If it's Double Pass, we can attack directly. It is Scapegoat, of course. And so 4 little furry fuzzballs are going to spawn onto the stage and just stop me from doing what I want to be doing. So we're going to hopefully get some more monsters here to deal with these in the following turn so we can start doing some direct damage. But yeah, this first duel is really just kind of a slugfest. And we're just trying, I mean, there's not a lot you can do in some of these, but... So Cyber Gymnast is able to discard a card from hand and destroy a monster. So they just did that. We're going to have to take him out right away. We want a monster here, and this is going to cause a problem. This is actually a big issue right now, because if that's Double Pass, it's not. Okay. If that's Double Pass, that Cyber Gymnast would be able to live, and he would be able to use that effect again next turn. So I was able to survive. That was almost nearly a reset, honestly. That was nearly a reset.
Wow.
Okay, so I am actually going to fuse, but I'm going to do it after I attack.
Smart. Get rid of his field.
Honestly, we might be able to use a Mirror Force if we don't fuse, though, and I can skip an animation. So, plus we have a Skyscraper, means Clayman isn't useless. So Skyscraper, if we attack with him, oh, and look, we would have lost our monster had I fused it, so... Oh, he's actually attacking. He's trying to crash into my Clayman, so we're going to use a Mirror Force on it that we were pocketing from earlier. Sorry, things are happening actually somewhat fast-paced for this in this game for once. So we got a Pot of Greed. No idea what that does, but hopefully we get 2 cards out of it. We do. Elemental Hero Sparkman, and there's no way there's another Scapegoat on the ground, correct? Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Love it.
Yep. So... what can you really expect? So yeah, this time I actually will fuse. I said last time I was going to fuse. I lied. Now we're going to do it. Because the monster that we're going to fuse into is a Thunder Giant. And yeah, in this game, in GX, you can do fusions if you have the cards that allow you to be able to do that. So I had a polymerization in hand, and I can get a Thunder Giant out. And please enjoy this beautiful PS2 graphic animation. Oh, look at that.
PS2? Man.
I mean, yeah. Basically.
Woo.
Basically. You cannot turn those off. I've tried. I've tried. But he has the effect that he can destroy a monster with like lower attack as long as it's face up on the field. We have to discard a card for it, but we have nothing useful in the hand. So we're able to clear another monster off the field by doing that. And we're going to go ahead and use that again now that it's our turn. So go ahead and activate that again. Fusion Gate's not going to be too useful. Neither is a Draining Shield either, but... Oh, I should have actually I should have saved that.
Oh, wait, you can do multiple times per turn?
No, you can't do...
Okay.
You can't use it multiple times per turn, but I don't think anything's going to really attack my Thunder Giant, so I could have potentially used Thunder Giant's effect with this in the hand, which is probably what this would have been. So maybe, hopefully I'll draw a useless card. I could have used it there, but it's just going to honestly waste time at that point. Okay, that's actually a useless card, so we will go ahead and activate this again. Destroy the Cyber 2/2. And attack directly. But yeah, I should have saved that Draining Shield. We're finally doing some damage in this duel.
Yeah, now we got board advantage right now, big time.
Finally.
And I believe Alexis is currently in top deck mode.
Yep.
So, oh, look at that skill. Get out skilled, though.
Yep. They definitely have, I think they have a certain face down card. We'll go ahead and throw out the Avian because we have the Draining Shield to protect it since I
no reason not
put
to.
that down. But yeah, Double Pass. So this is a card I've been talking about over and over again and been wanting to look out for. Basically, they get to do a direct attack on me, and then I just slide past their opponent and attack them directly, but the monster gets to live. So right here, I swear to God, if that is another scapegoat, I swear, oh my gosh, I am going to just, I probably shouldn't have even done that, but I really just want to go get this over with. Please let me. Thank you.
Oh, and
awesome.
we're out of here.
I did the speedrunner thing during events where you try and hit the split key.
Right.
We don't have splits.
Okay, precious time between duels right here. So I want to come in here and say, okay, so
yes.
So I think it's best right now that we go ahead and try to cater to like the veteran players of Yu-Gi-Oh! Who are just used to conventionally summoning monsters and attacking. So in this case here with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, you saw a much-needed buff to fusion monsters here. So majority of our story decks are gonna require us to generally get our fusion material either in hand and on field, and then go ahead and perform fusion summons. Unlike veteran Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, the fusions here are actually good. So as you'll see here with the debut of like the elemental heroes, right?
Right. Yeah. These ones. I mean, I'm not going to say they hold up, but in this speed run, the elemental hero fusions are really, really good. I decided to put down an Avian to try and bait out an attack with Mirror Force, because why not? I don't think they're going to attack with 900 attack there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is honestly the most troll thing. No, okay. I was thinking about using Sparkman or the Thunder Giant's effect here, and I'm not going to do so. Because if you use an effect that can destroy a monster on these Archfiend cards, there's a 1 in 3 chance that they negate the effect and destroy your monster. So if I try to destroy that, 1 in 3 chance it doesn't work, and it just destroys my Thunder Giant. So we're just going to go ahead and attack it head on. I would love to do the gamble. Normally, if this was a real speed run and not a marathon run, I'd just go for it.
Of course.
So we're going to play Skyscraper. And we're going to have a Mirror Force there. We're going to leave one in hand. Maybe we won't even use it. I'm going to attack with Avian, even though it's 1,000 attack. But with Skyscraper, if you attack a stronger monster, you get 1,000 attack bonus. So that was basically a 2,000 attack monster.
So if I may here, so for my veteran Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, what's different here now, you may have noticed there's currently 2 field spells active right now. The master rules did change at some point in the last decade or so, where now like each player can have their own individual half of the field, have their own specific field spells activated. So that's why you're seeing what's happening right now.
And I was being greedy there. I was assuming it's a very likely chance that the monster in defense has a higher attack than Avian. He only has 1,000 attack, so he'd most likely be able to destroy it. And I want to get that 2,400 damage with Thunder Giant, so I think that's a worthy risk. I'm going to do a Monster Reborn, I guess, just to do more damage here. I don't feel like messing with the Archfiends. Their effects are kind of annoying. They take up time. So we're just going to go back to our old reliable Elemental Hero Sparkman.
So also, another one I want to bring up here about the speedrun tech we're currently seeing EZScape do right now. EZScape is currently, so let's say hypothetically he wants to activate his Mirror Force or do any kind of reaction to his opponent's effects. He has, what's the mode called that you're doing?
It's called Pro Mode.
Yeah, so he has Pro Mode on where he only, if he wants to react, he has to like hold a button.
Yeah, that was the issue earlier on is I actually had to like, whenever I noticed that I needed to use something, I was like, oh crap, I need to hold the confirm button in order to do so. So right here, we're going to be playing as Zane, and we want to go second, ideally, because of Cyber Dragons, which we'll be getting here in a second. I lost the rock, paper, scissors, and lost that. I'm just going to... It is faster.
Oh my god!
I promise.
It's that much. You're not wrong though. Cyber Dragons get in there hardcore.
This might look like it takes a lot of time, but in the grand scope of the entire speed, bro, that's a 1 in 16. Okay. Can we get a 1 in 64 right now on losing RPS? That would be really cool.
Oh my god!
Luckily, we are out. I think it's like 10 to 15 seconds every time I do that, which yeah, it sucks, but I'd rather get a good hand. And there it is. See, so the Cyber Dragon, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it. So as long as he plays anything, literally anything, we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, remember, it does not have to be face up for this to apply.
Right. So Jaden has some annoying cards as well that we have to deal with here, but we'll see how that goes.
So we're going to go ahead and special summon Cyber Dragon right away for the cost of nothing.
Yeah, if he has Clayman face down there, luckily we're able to destroy it. We're going to go ahead and get our Cyber Dragon core out, which has the ability of being able to search a Cyber spell card. So I'm going to search for the only one, Cyber Repair Plant. I could Poly at this point, but I'm worried about a Defusion or a Mere Force.
Ooh.
So that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we already got out the way now, right?
But we have a 1 day of peace, which means that we both draw a card and neither player takes damage on the following turn, and I got a Cyber Dragon.
Hey.
So there we go.
Get out skill. Get out skill. Nice top deck.
Yep.
Would you agree that top decks are skill?
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that we have that out the way in advance
here. He actually has a Fusion Gate. What's he going to make? Okay, that's going to destroy my monster, but I can't take any damage. So he's probably going to activate Thunder Giant's effect here, or he's just going to attack it that on. I would like him to activate the effect here, because that's going to be one less card in his hand. So, what's he going to do? Nah, he's going to hit it in the head. That's okay. I'm going to be able to get 2 Cyber Dragons here and get a Cyber Twin and beat him up. So first off, we're going to activate Cyber Dragon Core, and that lets me search a Cyber Dragon. I'm just going to get a pure Cyber Dragon right out. Oh, I should have done Cyber Repair Plant first, but it doesn't matter because I have more Cyber Dragons right in there. So we'll go ahead and add. I'll pick a Dry. And I'm going to summon Zwei, or Zwei. I don't know how you pronounce them. Oh, yeah, we have to actually activate this card's effect.
Yeah.
And show a card to the opponent. Now that turns into a Cyber Dragon, which means we can fuse it. I nearly forgot about that little detail.
Yeah. It's all good, though.
Cyber Twin's coming out.
Which Cyber Twin can attack twice per battle phase, is that correct? Okay.
And it's 2,800 attack. So it's going to be able to beat up both of them. There's nothing that can really stop me here.
Small detail I want to bring up here is that it's notable here that Cyber Twin Dragon can attack twice per battle phase and does not have to be a second monster. So once the field is swarmed, we can go ahead and swing in for over 5k direct if the field is empty.
That's why Zane's so good.
So good.
Oh, man, I think that's GG right there.
Yeah, advance. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we got the Power Bond. I'm going to mash No right here. We don't need to make this a level 5 Cyber Dragon. We just need to go win.
Yeah, go face.
So pretty quick duel, honestly.
Smork in chat. Swing it.
That's going to be 5,600 damage from the Cyber Twin alone.
Pow!
Right.
Shout out to that top deck. That was absolute top-tier skill.
Yes, it was. So, it's funny. We're kind of memeing about top deck being skill, but sometimes if a skilled player or person that runs this has to know the decks inside and out.
Yeah.
And you have to know your outs So sometimes you're going to be waiting for that top deck, but sometimes you're waiting for nothing because you just literally didn't know that was the case.
I think that the gap between skill and no skill here would be evaluating what cards are remaining in your deck and having a probability over what you're likely to draw.
All right, we're going to get rid of that. I don't need it too much. I can go ahead and throw one of these in the graveyard as well. Why not? Fossil Dig lets me add a dinosaur to our hand. I usually like the Hammerhead. I also switched to Mouse to search for cards.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm also going to Fossil. I could wait. I probably should wait, but I like to mill out cards of the deck.
I'm right there with you.
So I'm going to go ahead and go for Hydro, and I'm going to protect my boy with a Mere Force. And also, we're going to do something here. I can't remember if Chaz has a MST, but we're going to be doing something called MST baiting. Now, the AI will always choose this left card here. So we want to protect the Mere Force. Call the Haunted is still great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that was even a meta. Oh, my God, dude. Stop.
So we have only 1,000 defense here, so we're going to have to go ahead and use it now. But Bastion has a lot of clear, cards to just clear the field out. I'm not too worried about that. Monster Born it into defense. Not great. I don't have a solid way of getting past that. Yet. I was really hoping they wouldn't do that. Okay, so we could do Hammerhead to get it back in the hand at least. Just I don't really have a lot of moves here, so could at least do that much. I'm gonna wait on the Call the Haunted as well. So what I'm gonna do is attack with the Hammerhead, and because that card didn't get destroyed, it gets sent back to the hand. And let's see what kind of traps we're dealing with here.
Good call.
Nothing.
Nothing. Shocking, okay.
Could be risky, but I mean, not really.
I like it. I like it.
I'm just gonna do some more damage.
Make him freak out a little bit. I like that.
I'm just kind of worried about not being able to get past that commander, but I do have I could just keep doing the Hammerhead if they keep putting him in defense. So we might be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, might win this turn. We have the lightning vortex. Okay.
Lightning. There we go.
So we actually have with that lightning vortex, we have a pretty good hand. That card's able to destroy all face-up monsters.
Lose 400, bounce it back.
Yep.
All good.
And let's do an all-out attack.
He's got to do something.
I don't think he's going to do anything about it. Don't think he can.
Oh, get lethaled.
See you, Chaz.
Ow! Nice deck, Chaz. Trash.
Okay, so this one is interesting. We're going against a Red Eyes deck, and we're going to be playing as Jaden a lot. Yes, it's all elemental hero, but he adds in a lot of new elemental hero cards because this is kind of like emulating the story. So as he finds like Wild Heart and stuff in Blade Edge, those start getting added into the deck, and we can start using them. Now, I would normally not even go first, but I like this hand a bit.
Ooh.
Mirage of Nightmare.
Old school Mirage of Nightmare. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Boomer combos.
Okay, I'm going to stall a little bit. We're going to take the Blade Edge, and I'm going to stall with Clayman and just kind of see what Night Shroud's going to do, because we're first turn anyways. Mirage of Nightmare, we're not going to use that card. Basically, what it does is it makes us draw cards into a way of four in our hand, and then randomly discard the same number of cards that we drew. So the only time we use this card is with emergency provisions. Oh, here comes the Red Eyes. Do I wait for the skilled top deck for the poly? I'm going to actually do it.
All right.
So we're waiting on the top deck draw. Otherwise, this hand's pretty dead because of that. Chew Inferno Fireballs? Yep. How did I know? Because otherwise they would have just attacked. Oh, and we got it. The top deck champion.
Oh, my God.
Polymerization is the most common card to draw.
Much skill.
Yes. It is the most common card to draw, so it's not ridiculous to go for it, but also I am extremely lucky. We don't want Mudball, though.
Let's go.
As much as I love Mudball, we're not going to be using him here. He is an absolute Chad, though. So Wild Edge is super good.
Yeah, he's great.
He's really good in this duel specifically as well. I'm going to go ahead and flip everybody up and try and do a little bit more damage. Okay, so what Wild Edge can do is he can attack as many times as there are monsters on the field. So that's going to be really important here because there's Troop Dragon, which when you destroy it, it will bring out another Troop Dragon. So he can just keep knocking those down. There's also going to be Mystic Tomato, which can mill for cards, and will also summon more. So he just obliterates all of those. And we have a backup Mirror Force. So this is a done deal.
Yeah.
And there's a Mystic Tomato that I was talking about. So the AI chose to just not even use the effect. It's like, you're just going to Wild Edge me. No,
yeah,
I'm not going to let you do that.
I was going to say, wait, why didn't he summon? No,
he's like, no.
Nah, he's already morally broken right now.
Basically.
Oh, my God.
It's like, I still want to be able to draw monsters at the end of the day, so. But yeah, we're only going to be attacking the Wild Edge here and just kind of chipping away with all of these other elemental heroes. Hunter, I actually could have attacked with the other ones. Maybe I would have done it if it was lethal, but I don't believe it was. Missing 1800.
Yeah.
I would have been able to do 4400. I believe it was at 46, so I didn't have lethal there. Uh-oh, Spear Dragon. What's going to happen?
He's going to swing.
Don't you just love Mirror Force? What a beautiful card that is. I just don't like it when it's used against me.
F in chat, yo. Night Shroud's quitting Yu-Gi-Oh. He's done. He's morally destroyed at this point.
Night Shroud is gone. Moving on. So yeah, the first bit of the run isn't like. isn't too bad.
Give me some context here. How many duels total is this entire campaign?
I don't know. I
So
don't know.
you don't know if it's like 30 or 40?
I'm sure I've been asked that before, and just what I told that person is I didn't know, and then I continued to not learn that information.
Okay, well, where's like the worry come into play? I know there are some absolute trash.
The
story
last
decks
3 duels are absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I have Dark Factory, so I don't really mind risking the Clayman because I can get him back. We're probably going to end up making Thunder Giant. I did not want to see Vampire Kingdom.
Yeah, that was...
Vampire Kingdom, during any damage calculation, it will add... So my Clayman's actually going to die here. Because that's 1550 plus 500. This could be a reset. I'll give it another glance. I can't even use Dark Factory because I need 2 cards in the graveyard for it. So maybe I shouldn't have done that, but... These cards can't destroy me yet. I should play it out. I'm gonna play the Sparkman so I can get in the graveyard, then Dark Factory, then be able to fuse. But we're gonna take some damage. None of these cards I can't deal with. Oh, there goes a Monster Reborn from me. Rip that.
Ouch.
Oh, but the field spell's gone.
Mm.
That actually changes things. Oh, and I can send a card to the graveyard. We'll get rid of Liberty at last. Usually that one requires certain cards to use.
Too conditional at this time. Okay.
Face down. Actually, this is kind of an ideal situation for me. Oh, I just got another fusion. That's fine. I mean, I'll still use this anyways.
So wait, why did his field spell get destroyed?
I think it was because of the Bloodsucker. I'm trying to remember honestly why, because that rarely happens. I'm gonna go and make a Thunder Giant. I can read over here in a second. I think it was because of this. They had to do a target there.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, gotcha, yeah. Normally meant to be an opponent's target, but they have to target something whenever it happens. Gotcha, yeah.
So if they want to attack me directly, they'd cost them. And I'll get rid of Clayman. He's not going to be doing too much damage. Destroy that. Summon Sparkman. And Sparkman can actually kill these now because they got rid of the field spell.
They did.
Let's attack that first.
Let's go.
Vampire Takeover. No cards. Oh, they added the field spell.
Oh, uh-oh.
They added it back.
And you lose.
Lose him. Oh, that was actually...
Ooh, wow. 5 head from the A. Oh!
Yeah, no, that's going to make me reset.
Wow.
I've never been hit with that.
Yeah, that was mad dirty.
That
was some master duel bait right there.
I've never been hit with that ever once running this game, and this is one of the first duels.
Oh my god!
I honestly didn't even know that was in the deck.
Oh my god, that's never happened before.
It really
this marathon run luck. Oh my god!
I've had hundreds of hours in this game. I know somebody that runs this game is shaking their head right now. You should have seen that coming.
SMH my head.
Basically. Well, okay, we have a Blade Edge or a Wild Edge draw, so hopefully we can avoid Vampire Kingdom. Hopefully I can just get the Poly top deck. Nope. But I'll go ahead and just prepare for this in the future. Oh, I guess I could do Stratos. But no, it's not going to help too much. I'll just go for the Wild Heart. No. No, I should go for Stratos. Stratos is a guaranteed Wild Heart as well. It would just be not wise to do that. Hopefully we can just clear these all out with Mirror Force, and I can get the top deck that we need. I'll just let them attack until we actually have a game plan here. Save the Mirror Force for a rainy day. We have a lot of good cards. There's the Wild Heart. I will go ahead. I'll summon Sparkman, and then if they attack again, then I will rip the Mirror Force. Hopefully I top deck a monster here. I use Mirror Force and it destroys both of them. But this might be what I'm looking for. He's tributes Vampire Lord for Vampire Lord into Vampire Genesis.
There you go. Okay.
Monster Reborns it back.
Oh, there we go. All right. Can you pop Mirror on the Genesis, or I forget what Genesis does actually.
I'm trying to remember if there's any side effects of using this on it, they can get the cards back. I think the field spell might have to be out in order to do that. So I think I'm all in a clear now.
Yeah. Ooh. Now we're in a really good position here.
I'm gonna save the Stratos still for the field spell. Wild Heart's safe because I still want to use it for the Blade Edge. But it's safe right now because if they're going to attack something, they're going to attack Sparkman. And also Stratos can get another Wild Heart back. So we just cleared a lot of cards they have.
Yeah, they're not looking too good right now.
So once per turn during your next standby phase after this card was destroyed, yeah, so it does get brought back. That's what I was worried about, but they did get another monster. They top decked a monster in their hand. And that sucks because I was hoping to tribute for Blade Edge as a worst case scenario, and that's why I did all that. I guess we'll just keep the Drowning Immune Force. You're losing all my trap cards here. We'll just put this down in defense. I really need a as long as I get the polymerization, I'll be all good. But yeah, you can see how this game can go, like 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to up my estimate.
Due to us insisting to play the story decks, of course, though.
Spell cards. We don't need. We need all those polys for sure. I'll get rid of the MST. I didn't really have a plan on what spell card to get rid of, so. All right, so now we have a better chance of getting the poly, and I still can't get it. Drowning Mirror Force will actually deal with Vampire Lords, so we can go ahead and start playing around them. So this is going to shuffle the monsters back into the deck so he can't come back. Pot of Greed. All right, play another monster. Okay, Lure of Darkness.
Okay.
Please play a monster. Okay, we got Stratos for that. Okay, I think we're all good then. This is fine.
All right, so.
Am I not able to activate this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it only, I think it's only direct attacks. Okay. But these are all going to go back.
Whew. I was worried for a second. I thought it was like something, you know.
Oh my God.
Vampire's going to be targeted, yada, yada,
So this
yada.
is actually huge because not only do we get the Wild Edge, but when I play Stratos, I can destroy the field spell.
Uh-oh. For him.
Not that I don't already win. It's GG.
Yeah, super GG now.
But yeah, Stratos' effect is that depending on how many elemental heroes are on the field other than Stratos, you can destroy that many spell or traps. You can also search the deck for another elemental hero. So, okay, that was a rough, duel against Mula. The first one, but we'll move on. This is a pretty tough duel as well, especially if they have their field spell and I can't play Wild Edge. Wild Edge is going to be the main bread and butter for like most of the early game.
Yeah.
Even in late game, he's just too good.
How troublesome is Amazonas to you?
How much trouble?
Yeah.
It can be pretty troublesome. I do have the Stratos here.
I for some reason remember this being a really annoying duel with story deck.
I have to play this because I have the Wild Heart or the Wild Edge fusion draw. So as long as you can get a fusion card, I'll be good. But I hate playing stuff like this because it's really depending on a certain circumstance. But if I get it, it's hype, and it's hype.
All right, it's good.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna summon Stratos. Stratos is gonna be able to search for. Okay, sometimes this glitch happens. With the controller. We're going to be looking for Blade Edge, and then we're going to use Fusion Gate to fuse Wild Heart and Blade Edge together.
All right.
And I'm trying to remember what traps to look out for here. I don't think there's anything that could mess me up, but I could be wrong. Either way, I can't play around anything because I needed Wild Edge in order to destroy the 1800 attack, so I wouldn't do anything differently either way.
Out here.
Okay, good stuff.
And nothing activated, all right.
So I'm hoping this will be a pretty clean Tanya. Okay, going to bring that back. And just crash into my monster. Just out of spite, really. Oh, we can fuse again.
Let's go.
We'll get the Flame Wingman, and I'll go ahead and attack that face down with Flame Wingman instead because its effect is it'll do damage to their life points depending on what the attack is of the monster we destroy. So this is going to be a better damage per second, if that even makes sense in Yu-Gi-Oh! Damage per turn.
Damage per turn.
So this should do 500.
Get piercinged?
Not piercing, it's just the effect after you destroy a monster.
Pseudo piercing. You're
Yeah,
right.
pseudo,
Yeah.
All right. I think we're all good to go.
Yeah, this is pretty.
This is actually a really clean Tanya. She can be troublesome, but that's why I was like, I had the Wild Edge draw. I had to go for it.
Very
and
nice.
It paid off.
Phenomenal.
Okay, this is also an interesting duel. We're going to be playing with Alexis Rhodes' deck, and she has a bunch of skaters.
Yeah, her deck is like not the most fun for me to use, honestly.
So Titan has this card called Dazed Counterblow, and anytime you do direct damage to his life points, it'll destroy your monster. So we're hoping for an MST to play around that. MST is actually huge, but we need a monster to go with it. And you can see that's probably it. That's probably it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I would put money on it. Oh, okay. I got the Blade Skater to go with it. We're never going to play MST out of the hand. Watch, we're just going to attack directly. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Wait your turn. Hold up. Hold up. And it wasn't actually it, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just end down.
All right.
Oh, my God.
What was that?
Just the energy in the room right now.
Oh,
is
yeah, just the Yu-Gi-Oh! You're a draw prophet right now. Turn 1 pot, turn 2 graceful.
What the heck is going on here?
Oh, my Lord.
We don't need rare gold. We do need both MSTs. We need... We probably want to keep that. I'll do Hero Returning Alive. And we're going to summon Etol Cyber. I'll keep the Rhoda in the hand just in case I need it.
Double reinforcement from Graceful? Jesus, okay.
Yeah, a lot of cards in the hand right now. And wow, he still hasn't played that card. So I can play around 2 Dazed Counterblows, but I don't even think I'm going to have to do that.
Wow, yeah.
I'm probably going to Rhoda for another Etol Cyber. Their effect is when they attack directly, they get to do like 500 extra damage. No, don't want to use you. Sometimes I'm pressing A like a little early, and then it tries to do the automatic effect.
Yeah, the automatic prompt.
Yep. So if that ever pops up when it doesn't seem like I want it to, it's just because I'm mashing a little bit too hard or just mistiming. It only takes one mistimed A press. Is this just going to be the cleanest Titan in history?
Oh, my God.
I think so.
No way.
I think so.
Dude, what did he have face down?
I don't know. I really don't know what he had face down.
Wow, get lethal, though. Get lethal, though.
He just didn't have the card,
God.
and if he had the card, I could play around it. Nail, really annoying.
You know, I hate that we'll never know. We'll never even know, like,
No.
oh, my God, of course.
So we're going to be looking for, like, a pretty good hand. You know, we really want that Wild Edge. I've been talking about him all day. Valentine's Day was recently. It would probably be him. Okay? It's just, he's so good. 1,800 attack to start off. Not great. If I don't really see any purpose in playing this, but I really don't have anything I can do right now. I'll just have to try and set up for, I don't know, a Thunder Giant, I guess. But I have to just run right into this. The best part is I do have the Warrior returning alive, so I can get Stratus back if I want him. So we definitely still play this. I just didn't have any other cards for Wild Edge. As much as I want to fish for him, I didn't have it there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get Stratos back. Oh, there's a Poly.
Okay, there we go.
And yeah, that's good. We are gonna go for the Thunder Giant, like I said.
Right on.
I don't really need the Bubble Man, so I think I'm gonna yeet him out of here.
Eat him, destroy that, attack directly.
Yep. The main card that we're looking out for is Macro's Cosmos, because then there's this. If it's on the field with Grand Converge, I believe it's called, it will just clear out all my monsters, the entire board wipe. So we want to do a lot of damage, as much damage as we can, quickly. Bro, is that a Harry Potter remix that we just heard?
High energy right now.
Okay, now since I played Stratos here, I can use Stratos effect to destroy that face down. It's really nice. Since it came after the Thunder Giant. So, and it was Grand Converge, but not the Macro's Cosmos, but it's a card that goes with it that would be the board wipe. So I'm really happy about that. Really happy about that. Hopefully we can just wipe out M-Nail right here, right now.
That'd be best case. Let's see.
Yes, we do. I'm not even gonna play anything. I don't even need to.
I agree.
I could just Dark Hole all my cards away, but I'm gonna save that for later. Good stuff. Good,
Wow.
really good
Yeah,
back-to-back duels.
We're making good time right now, I'd say.
Okay, we're playing against a stall deck here.
Uh-oh.
Now, so this guy basically he wants to try and get what are they called? They're just continuous spells or continuous traps out in the field. He can tribute those for these sacred beast monsters.
Right.
So the main card that we want here is Bubble Man, because that can go into Elemental Hero Mariner. So when we're playing against Messenger of Peace, that's the best card because he can attack directly no matter what. So if I can get a Bubble Man, that would be hype. But for right now, we'll just try and chip away with our Avian.
All right, let's see what he got.
And see what those traps are. I'm expecting Swamp Mirror, yep. That's okay. Because, and I'm going to explain why that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say, do you think he's actually going to...
He's going to destroy Messenger of Peace right here.
Okay, he will? Okay.
Yep. So I don't even have to worry about it now. So,
I'd say it's a solid worth, actually.
Yep. And, we're going to actually take out 2 Swamp Mirrors at once with the Lightning Vortex. That's just going to get him short-stacked on cards. Worst case scenario, and most likely the scenario, is he has another Messenger of Peace in hand. Basically, this card makes it so I can't attack with a monster with 1,500 or more attack. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and Lightning Vortex. I'm going to get rid of Fusion Recovery because we haven't fused yet. Don't really need that. Destroy both of those. Elemental Hero Avian and a Mirror Force to protect it. Heated Heart might come in play later if we can't do enough damage. I'm just really hoping to avoid another Messenger of Peace.
Right.
Because if I draw any monsters that are over 1,500 attack, they're pretty useless. 1 day of peace, so I can't do any damage next turn.
All right.
MST,
Okay.
good.
Oh,
We'll
good,
set
good.
that down.
Yep, yep.
And I'm just going to end down because I can't do any damage. So he gets another draw. Okay,
In phase, all right.
good.
Love it.
Can we get a monster, maybe? No?
No.
We have the Mirror Force, so I don't really need to use Mirror Gate.
Go ahead and swing.
I'm just going to be doing a little bit of chip damage here, a little bit at a time. I'm really hoping to get a monster because he's the. I mean, I guess the Messenger of Peace I don't have to worry about now because I'm MST.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of just chilling. There could be another Swamp Mirror. Could be something way more annoying though, which probably is. Could be Metal Reflect Slime. And what do we got?
Yeah, what's it going to be?
Quantum Cat is basically a Metal Reflect Slime but weaker. So we're gonna have to do it if we want to do any damage here. So we are going to MST that.
MST that. A monster that's currently a trap card. Out of here.
Okay. That's not great. I lost my MST, but we're doing damage at least. I could win next turn, or Messenger of Peace comes out. Fiend Sanctuary. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to destroy that.
What happens when you kill it again?
Oh, you know what I could do here?
Mm.
You know what I could do? This is actually a play.
What you got?
We got, whoa, I could do Stratos as well. No, I think I only need this. I think all we need is that. Because we're going to summon the Clayman. We're going to Miracle Fusion.
Okay.
And we're going to go for the Thunder Giant. We're going to use both of these. And do you notice how much damage this is going to do if I clear that off the field? 3,400 damage exactly. I mean, I have the Heated Heart as a kicker.
Ooh. I love it. Exact lethal.
Yep.
The best kind of lethal.
And then I don't have to even deal with the fields or the Fiend Sanctuary, so that's nice. So I love that Mirror Gate in the hand specifically for this reason, because it's kind of a useless card to me. And does he have?
Swing.
Nope.
Oh,
I don't think this deck has Battle Fader. I think it's another stall deck.
Exact lethal. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
That's extra skill right there.
Okay, now we're going to be playing with some gears, ancient gears, using Crawler's deck. Chum can be annoying. I'm going to wait and see what I have, but he can fuse to make like the one Oz card that's like 40-something thousand attack. Something crazy. I'm going to summon Gear Frame here. Just so I can use Ancient Gear Drill. I'm going to discard my Ancient Gear Cannon, and that's going to allow me to get... I want Gear Town, so that I'll hopefully be able to use one of the 2 cards in my hand. I could also go for... The most powerful card I can go for there is Lightning Vortex, which this might be a misplay not going for that. If he polys here, I'm dipping. I'm dipping so quick.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We're all right. So I'm going to flip up Gear Town, and we're going to summon that Ancient Gear Beast, because what Gear Town does is it basically means that Ancient Gears... Sorry, guys. There's some technical difficulties happening over here, if you can hear that, but we're all good. So I wanted the Ancient Gear Beast out because when that attacks a face-down monster, it negates its effects. So if it's a Nimble Momonga, which is a really annoying card, it will negate that effect completely. Oh, no! He got it. So, hold up. It's Koala Koala. I don't think I'll be able to get the Gear Golem out to beat him up because they'll probably use its effect. Well, does he have the... No, okay. I think I'm good. So he could send one beast from the hand to the graveyard to destroy one of my monsters. I don't think he had it. So Gear Golem's able to come out, which is stronger than that. So I got... Whew, I wouldn't say I got lucky. He had one card left in the hand. More of his fault than mine, but...
Let's go.
We take those.
All day.
Now the problem is that one card that he used to revive one of the beasts earlier to do that fusion, if he plays another one, he can get that back. This card back, so we'll have to look out for that.
We'll
in the
see.
meantime, I'm going to go ahead and use that Ancient Gear Drill just as a little backup. We can get rid of the gear frame. I don't think it really changes much for me, but I really want that Lightning Vortex I was talking about earlier.
Right.
Just as a little safety precaution. That's probably the most powerful card in this deck.
Let's do it.
So this card, Ancient Gear Golem, has Piercing, so we're going to do 2,700 right through there.
So good.
Oh, Scapegoats.
Oh, he's in bad shape though. You got piercing.
Yeah,
If he can't
I have Piercing, but only do 3,000. So I'm gonna make sure I continue. Wait, I have Lightning Vortex for next turn.
Hey.
What am I talking about?
Hey.
As long as he doesn't top deck a monster. But even if he does, I think I won. Yeah, I think I win either way.
Yeah.
Okay, works for me.
Yeah, because you can just lightning into piercing anyway. Well,
aren't we glad I grabbed this? So discard that.
It's called skill. I don't know.
But I had the knowledge to know the Lightning Vortex was in there. It's,
let's get it.
A huge brain.
Lethal. Pow.
I'm joking.
Great job.
All right. Here we do not want to go first because of the same reasons that we said earlier when we were facing Zane. Or when we were Zane.
To the point where you're going to farm for it? Oh,
I would farm for it, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't want him summoning Cyber Dragons on me turn 1.
Doesn't even matter because this morning
he's kind of a beast either way.
Yeah.
Not in love with this hand. Elemental Burst is basically a dead draw. Miracle Fusion really can't be used yet. I was kind of waiting on a draw. I'm assuming even if I fuse, I think one of those face downs is Diffusion. But I can attack right now. It's really, does he have this? Yeah, that. So, he had 2 rare metal morphs.
Wow. Okay.
We're at bounce.
Yeah, that was kind of rough, man.
If I could have used my battle, that trap card that I had, it would have been different, but I didn't have the opportunity to use it, so until the following turn. I was like somewhat okay with the trade, like we both lose a monster, but not with the 2100 attack one there. Now this is a little bit better. But still, I only have 2100 attack with making the Flame Wingman. Ooh, okay, we'll do that instead then.
All right, so
that works with me.
Reinforcement into...
We're going to do Clayman instead. Because that's 2400, it can actually compete with a Cyber Dragon. Not only that, I have a Miracle Fusion, and against Zane, we really do want to play as quickly as possible. So we're going to Miracle Fusion right after this as well. Summon the Avian, and then the backup Mirror Force. I have high hope for this duel. I have high hopes. I hope you guys like this little animation here. Get used to it.
Let's get it.
All right, we're going to fuse another one.
All right.
I really do wish we could turn these, like early game, I actually avoid summoning Thunder Giant at all costs because of it. If I can just do a Flame Wingman instead. Okay, there's Avian. And the backup Mirror Force. We will attack with Thunder Giant because 1600 defense is the highest defense that Zane has in this deck.
Right.
That's another thing, is I memorized the highest defense in all of the decks. That's one thing I actually have memorized. Probably not the most important thing for me to memorize, though. And there's a Cyber Dragon, but we have the Mirror Force for it. It might... No, I don't think it's irresponsible to do this.
Irresponsible, you say?
I said I think. Because I could potentially have lethal here. That might be a diffusion. I don't know what would have been the best thing to do there. No, I can't. I didn't fuse like that, so we were gonna have to wait another turn at least. And there is a diffusion.
There it comes. Does it also end the battle phase or no?
No. Somewhat falling apart here. I should not have wasted the. I mean, it's hard to know. I could have easily.
Yeah, that was a 50-50.
I could have had lethal. Like if I let him play longer, I'm screwed. And then if I try and finish it sooner than later, I'm screwed. Oh, he definitely has a fusion. Definitely has a fusion. Wait, is he going to fuse what I think? Yep, he is. A lesson to be learned.
Ooh, Cyber End?
Yep, it's Cyber End. We'll wait for the top deck to see if there's any potential.
Yeah, say, what can we do here at this point?
Probably another Mirror Force. There might be. No, I don't think there's anything we could do at that point. Yeah, I shouldn't have Mirror Force, but again, like, screw me if I do, screw me if I don't type situation. But I would say it was riskier to use the Mirror Force there. I just got a bit greedy.
It happens. It happens. To be fair, I think it's like one of the hardest duels, though. Like,
it's definitely we're definitely have a not as good deck as he does.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, in my head, my game plan was to win as quickly as possible, and that's why I did what I did. But he has a lot of ways to special summon cards and get cards into his hand. So I should have chilled on it. I can potentially get a Wild Edge here, hopefully. Because I can Graceful Charity both in the graveyard with the Miracle Fusion. I did not get it. But I could Hero Signal, but it's only for level 4. Diffusion I'll keep. We'll get rid of one of these. Miracle Fusion I kind of need. I guess we'll just get rid of both of those and just try and play it out. Yeah. I actually should have done Wild Heart here so I could try to set up for... So I could try and set up for Thunder Giant. But I was worried about it being a 1500 defense monster, but it ended up being 1600 anyways. That's okay, because even if I do this and get the the Clayman.
What are you worried about with the ZD capsule? What's he fetching with that?
I'm letting him destroy a Sparkman there. Oh, I pressed. I missed timing. Rip. I'm not sure. Maybe a Power Bond. But I missed. Oh, I missed timing, but I still got fed.
Let's go.
Still not great because I lost a card I could have like discarded. But the main thing is I actually saved the Mirror Force this time, so.
All right, let's go.
So we're gonna wait and see what that capsule pops out, and deal with it then. Gonna keep the Wild Heart in my hand as a backup. I didn't destroy this. I don't want him to draw a card yet, and I also don't want him to use this as fusion material. So, well, I also have the diffusion, so we're safe in a lot of different ways. He's playing an attack. If that gives you any idea what Zane's thinking. Looks like he's gonna be going for a fusion here. Or he just played a diffusion, and unfortunately my monsters they're out here, so I could diffuse my own monster if it got diffusion by him, but I wouldn't be able to do it in this situation. And let's see, is it diffusion? Yep.
Yep.
I could, like, again, I could activate it, but my monsters are already out there. So
Right.
if I used diffusion to counter his diffusion, I'd get my monsters back at the very least, but that's not possible. All right. I don't know what he got with it, but we'll find
Dang,
out.
you have to reveal it at all beforehand. That's crazy. Okay.
I do not know what the plan is here. I'm going to just keep trying to deal with his monsters. He doesn't have any removal like how I do, so. Weird he didn't put the Cyber Phoenix in defense.
Hmm.
Okay, Cyber Dragon Core to get a Cyber Dragon out. Please fuse. Please fuse, please fuse. We're going to have to use that Mirror Force. No other option. And he has a backup Cyber Dragon. Hopefully I get a top deck for the Poly. I don't know if I have all the cards. I don't think I have all the cards for this. We need Earth, so we need Water and Fire as well. I don't think I've seen either of the other two. That sucks. I didn't really have a choice there. But all right. So if I live here, I could potentially do Hero Signal. Get something to work with. I don't know. I guess I would try and work with Elemental Burst at this point. He just has so many. We only have one Bubble Man, so I guess I'll do that. Maybe I can use the Elemental Burst. Doesn't give me a lot to poly with, but I would have been relying on top deck either way. Fusion Recovery. No, I need burst, dude. I'm getting kind of. I think I should just exit out there at that point.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Sometimes you get really deep into the duel without realizing if you're going to win or lose, and that's really where the time save or loss comes in this game.
Yeah. What's it called here? Like probability assessment, right?
Yes.
It happens. It happens.
That's why I'm farming for, to go second, because that just greatly.
I also like how it kind of dumbs down to just essentially like, okay, do I pop the Mirror Force now or
yes.
later?
Like it was integral to me winning last time, and I had ripped it early. So okay, finally got second on Zane. I really want to get past this duel. Feel a lot better once we do. Can we get the hand to work with it? Final. No. 2 dead draws there, and the cards that weren't dead were not very useful either. Okay, let's see what we get this time. I'll take the Pot of Greed draw, I suppose. Oh, and we got Future Fusion. Let's go ahead and play that now. And Miracle Fusion. Just go put that in defense. Don't use this. No. Battle Guard Rage. All right. Hopefully Clayman, it doesn't matter if he lives or dies here, to be honest, because I'll still be able to use Miracle Fusion. They have the Poly. I need to get rid of these Cyber Dragons before he's able to fuse them all together. You won't be able to destroy me here. Okay. Oh, we'll just go ahead and we can. Wow, we can do quite a bit here. I'm gonna go for the Wild Edge. I'm feeling a little bit better about this one, but anything can happen here. I could Miracle Fusion those in the graveyard now, but I don't believe the Future Fusion will actually work if I do that. So we're just gonna go for the double Thunder Giants again. And hopefully that works out. Yeah, I was just hovering there for a second to make sure I didn't choose Wild Edge, otherwise that'd be pretty bad. Because we get a guaranteed one here in a couple turns, because that's what Future Fusion does. It puts them in the graveyard, and then the following turn I'll be able to get that. Also, we can use both of these effects, and neither of the cards in my hands are useful, so, you know, why not? So we're going to activate this effect, destroy that. Its effect doesn't activate either, which is nice. They don't draw a card. Activate this one, destroy that card. Activate this, equip it to him. And we're going to be doing 5,800 damage.
Let's go. Let's go.
Plus we get the Wild Edge next turn. Please, Zane, don't do something stupid. I don't. I just cleared out your Cyber Dragon. Surely you have nothing. Surely. Probably Diffusion there.
Yeah. Call them bluffs out.
And here we go. We get the Wild Edge. I'm just going to go in for it. What's the worst that could happen? Attack with this. It's going to put it back in the hand. Attack directly.
And lethal.
Sometimes it's so easy.
But I called that, though. I knew that Zane's was not going to be a fun one to play against.
All right, so this is a kind of annoying duel. We are the stallers here. We have to usually win by a stall strategy.
This duel.
We do want to go second on here. I'll try and explain the strategy. We have a lot of time during this duel to explain the strategy, so I'm just going to be looking for a hand to work with. Poly? No. D-Shield, though, is good. So what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to send out Destiny Hero Doomlord and the Destiny Signal. Let Doomlord die. That's going to let me get a Diamond Dude, and the Diamond Dude will be protected by the D-Shield. That's kind of my plan in the head right now. So let's go ahead and set that down. Set this down. I think I can get MST'd. We also have a Poly draw, which is nice. Aster is not Jaden, so he does not have Flame Wingman. He has Phoenix Enforcer instead. Fusion Gate. What's he fusing? He's fusing out of the hand. Is that going to be a... No, it's a Wild Edge. Uh-oh. I'm thinking, if I want to deal with... I don't know. No, I don't want to deal with it. I could technically stall that out, but... Basically, my Diamond Dude wouldn't be able to die there, and I'd just be able to constantly keep using it. But I didn't have, it's not... Sometimes I like the option of having a fast one as well, and I didn't have that option there because of that. I got a bit walled out. Okay, I like this hand. We have Clock Tower Prison, which is our, the main card that we're supposed to be using here, and Dread Servant's able to destroy it.
Okay, I remember this deck now, actually.
What was that?
I remember this deck now. Clock Tower is pretty fun to use, actually.
So the MST is out of the way, which is good. Let's go ahead and send out the Clock Tower. And yeah, we basically just need to stall until this Clock Tower gets 4 counters on it. We also want 2 Destiny Heroes in the graveyard. So we have Dasher. That will find its way in the graveyard somehow, some way.
So my question for you quick here is, okay, so once you get your four counters on Prison, you summon what?
We have to destroy this, and then we get it's Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. And he'll pull out 2 Destiny Heroes from the graveyard, and their attack combined will be his attack.
Gotcha. At which point you have so much, coverage, you just win.
Man, I wish I had...
Uh-oh.
No, I just wish I had the Fusion Gate still. But I wasn't going to bank on drawing a Burstinatrix, but then I drew it. So, but once this has 4 counters on it, I don't take direct damage anymore, which is huge. So we're just trying to survive for that amount of time. I think I'll be able to. And then we can start kind of planning stuff out. Another Dread Servant. I'm just trying to destroy his monsters that he'd be using for fusing, so just crashing right into him. I was really hoping to get a Diamond Dude at this point because Diamond Dude has 1,600 defense and wouldn't be dying to Sparkman. Oh, Pot of Greed. It's going to do stuff like that. The Thunder Giant. I just want to see what my draw is. I might end up, unfortunately, resetting this one. Because I don't know if I'll be able to get a powerful enough Dreadmaster to deal with this. Because Dasher needs to get in the graveyard somehow. I mean, I could stall until I get, say if I stall until I get 7 cards in my hand, right? And then I discard Dasher and get in the graveyard that way. That's an option. I mean, at this point, this has 3 count. Screw it. I'm doing it. All right. He can't do any damage to me.
Let's do it.
We were going to stall either way.
We were gonna stall. No shame in doing what we gotta do.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
What did I even have? Oh, we just had the terraforming. We'll wait on that. Because I discard 2 cards. We're trying to build up a fat hand right now. Well, then again, this is a way to discard and get the Dasher in the graveyard. Let's try and get a Diamond Dude first. We also, at this point, we kind of want a Rare Gold Armor as well. Because Rare Gold Armor you could attach to the Dreadmaster, and they wouldn't be able to attack the 2 side monsters. I might have to wait for that as well. Fusion Sage. So that will be a mill. I'm really trying to think here. That's an attack. Dasher can destroy that. If I could just get Dasher out. No, we'll just end down, and we will get that in the graveyard. So that's 1 D hero in the graveyard now.
So, quick question here. Why are you not worried about him being able to destroy Tower Prison?
So I want to... Dreadmaster will get 2 monsters on the side of the field with it. If those monsters get destroyed, then I lose that attack bonus. If that makes any sense at all. I'll try and explain it here in a second.
No, that's quiet. I get it.
Yeah, we're running out of cards here. I'll just set this for now. Dreadmaster we didn't want to draw into yet. So yeah, Dreadmaster gets played. We get Dasher and then 1 other D hero once we get another one in the graveyard, okay? And then those 2 will come out. Those will combine to his attack, and then that will be able to destroy... That will be able to destroy one of them, but then I have to be able to destroy the other. But at this point, I honestly just need... I guess I'll just end down and literally just destroy this. I just need the other one in the graveyard because Dasher will be able to destroy this while it's an attack. So once I get 1 more D hero in the graveyard, I know I'm not explaining this perfectly, but once I actually do it, you will understand. That's not what I wanted. I just need another Dasher or a... I could even get a Rhoda and get it that way. I don't really care how I get these cards, but once he gets another like stronger monster out in the field, I'm kind of screwed. Why did he do that? Crap. Of course. It just took so long that he got Tempest out. And I'm trying to think how I can play around Tempest, which is able to just like protect cards. So at this point, I do probably need the Rare Gold Armor. Rare Gold Armor means that they can only target Dreadmaster. So if they're, and I got the Diamond Dude immediately after, but that card's protected now. The strategy will no longer work. So now, I guess I should have still thrown Diamond Dude in the graveyard. I'm somewhat hoping I'm able to get a D shield to protect him for a bit. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Burstinatrix there. It's going to keep ending down. Because I would have been able to get Phoenix Enforcer, which would be able to destroy some of those extra monsters on the field. Okay, there's Rhoda. Doesn't really change too much, though. Well, I could grab that Burstinatrix like I was just saying. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to fuse and get a Phoenix Enforcer out. Now, why this is important, it's just so I can destroy any extra monsters Jaden starts throwing on the field. Just so I don't get too overwhelmed. Really trying to think how to play this. Yeah, I pretty much need that 1 card, and it could be anywhere in this deck. Also, this card's protected. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I can even win. That's the other thing. That's like, there's a lot of things going on in my head right now. He's basically protecting himself. It can't be destroyed by battle. I think I can get a Mirror Force. I believe there's a Mirror Force in this deck, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't think I've already used it, so looking for a Mirror Force and like a rare gold armor.
Remind me real quick here. Are there any other properties to Clock Tower besides?
Okay, there it is. No, just keep. It's just you don't take damage, and when it's destroyed.
Gotcha. So once it has like 4 more counters, there's no other reason to care about it or to care about.
Just, yeah, once it has 4 counters, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm gonna
Gotcha.
attack this with Dread Servant. That's gonna activate Dread Servant's effect to destroy the Clock Tower. When the Clock Tower is destroyed, it's gonna destroy all my monsters that aren't D heroes. But then I can get Dreadmaster out. Okay, we're gonna special summon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I think I made a mistake here. I didn't have a D hero or the Diamond Dude in the graveyard yet. I thought I had already done that. Yep. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Ugh. Trying to think what to do now. I can't put that in defense because I was gonna say I could do Destiny Signal. No, I honestly, it's such a bad reset, and I was really trying to fix that. I think I was like, honestly, I wouldn't even be able to activate. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't even be able to activate a Mirror Force if I made it impossible for him to attack as well. With the rare gold on, he would only be able to attack Dreadmaster, and then he wouldn't attack Dreadmaster because it's stronger. So we were pretty much just going until we ran out of cards.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like
it does, yeah. The AI would have had no incentive to actually attack you.
I really apologize to people watching. That was an extremely confusing segment, and we have to do it again. But once the Tempest gets played, I think that's just kind of game over, and I need to just reset out of it. But
if anything, I want to actually take a minute here to just kind of compliment the depth of what's going on here. Like, this speed run is essentially calling to beat an entire very lengthy campaign of Yu-Gi-Oh! Using predetermined decks that kind of call for you to have extensive knowledge of the entirety of your deck contents as well as your opponents. It's a lot. I mean, it's
yeah, just knowing how to win all these are actually legitimately difficult to win. Just casually.
And we're in this category here. We're using the story decks, which are notoriously absolutely lopsided one angle only win conditions.
Ooh.
They're competitively trash Yu-Gi-Oh decks, in my opinion. I think it's a cool take there. So what EZScape's trying to do here is essentially you kind of need to have 45 to 60 decks worth of cards memorized and have incredible situational awareness at all times.
Yep. And it was just on that one, I knew the Tempest was probably game, but I played it out thinking I could get around it, but then realized my strategy just would not work. Tempest is rare to get played, but that's why what I was talking about earlier is I want to keep destroying monsters off the side of the field so he can't do stuff like that. But he ended up, even with me destroying them, he was still able to do it and get all the cards. You need 3 cards in order to fuse for that, and you need the Palmerizer. You need 4 cards in order to get that monster, assuming he doesn't just throw out a monster because he has it. So it's rare to even come across that, but it happened.
Uh-oh.
Okay, wait. Bersenetrix and attack. What? I'm trying to remember. I think he has Sakuretsu armor. Okay, but we have the Clock Tower Prison. I'm going to go ahead and get a Diamond Dude in the graveyard just because I didn't do that last time, so. Diamond Dude is really good if you can protect him because his ability is he will search the top card in your deck, see if it's a spell card. If it's not, that card just goes in the bottom of the deck. But if it is a spell card, it goes in your graveyard and you can use it the following turn. So I wanted to pop the Sakuretsu armor ASAP because once I get a good monster out, I don't want to lose it to that. So
right.
I already knew that was Sakuretsu based off of how they were playing. That's the only one we have to deal with, I'm pretty sure. There's a Poly. What's he fusing? Probably not That's going to be the Shaman. Shaman is going to be able to destroy my clock tower, so that's pretty much dead.
Yikes! Yeah.
Before it was like ready. This is a really, really tough duel to get past. Okay, Graceful Charity. Oh, and we got a D-Shield. That's going to be nice for protecting Diamond Dude. Oh, so those aren't... We don't actually have a Thunder Giant, like, fusion, so I can probably go ahead and ditch him. And her, I guess. Because we're going to need the rest of these cards. Oh, wait, I guess the Poly at that point, because I kind of ditched her for the fusion.
Mm-hmm.
So probably Poly instead of her, but... Okay. He played that in attack, so I have to assume... Yet again, that's a Sakuretsu armor. So I'm just going to attack and pop it. Okay. End down. We're going to take some damage. All good. Because we're going to have a Diamond Dude, and it's going to be protected by D-Shield. So we won't be taking damage for too much longer. Dude. He's nonstop getting polys. And that's going to be Shaman again. Dude.
Wow.
You got the Shaman again, which would destroy my clock tower.
If it helps here, like anecdotally, when I was playing this game casually, there are some story decks that I was just like, this is like just pain. This is so painful. Like you have to essentially get like a 4 to 5 card combo simultaneously to activate in one turn to get your win condition. It's so painful.
All right. Hopefully this will work out. What we can do here? Oh no, he just summoned. He's Sakuretsu again. Please give me... No. Okay, we can stall for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I want to attack that and pop the Sakuretsu so I can poly, but it's not strong enough to do so. At least we get a head start on some of these counters. Fusion Gate, and he has the fusion. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay. We can destroy that with our fusion. We just need... Well, how am I going to pop that Sakuretsu now? That's the question. Oh, I know how. I know how. By attacking the Avian. So good thing he played that Avian, because now I can... I just need a monster right now. No, not that.
But not that.
Not that. Well... So right now I can't attack because that trap will kill me. Once I can get through there, we'll be all good. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll take the Diamond Dude. Get started. And I can't fuse yet because once they see that I have a 2100 attack, they're going to be like, okay, we're going to wait for that. So for this turn, we're just going to use Diamond Dude's effect. We got another poly. We can actually use that poly for next turn. Attack the Avian. It was Hero Signal.
Oh.
I got baited. It was Hero Signal. But how am I supposed to know? So next turn we'll be doing Poly, get out the Phoenix Enforcer. Now we can't take any damage, which is nice. Oh, I should have used the Poly that was in the graveyard. I nearly forgot about it, but...
Yeah, it's tricky a little bit.
Well, this is also the thing about speedrunning is usually in Yu-Gi-Oh! You have all the time to think about your decisions. Where if I just had thought about it for the 2 seconds in which I had realized during playing the Poly to do that. That's kind of the thing about this game. So Phoenix Enforcer can't die from monsters with the same attack, so we can destroy that. But also, it just can't be destroyed by battle. That's more or less the effect, so... Now we can do some damage. Hopefully we can keep Jaden at bay. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this.
Wow, open field entirely.
Please.
Let's go.
Please just keep being like this.
Push advantage. Let's do it.
Please let me through this. I know he's being cheeky right now, holding the Blade Edge in hand with the Wild Heart ready on the top deck. But please, just hold for one more turn, Jaden. We can actually do Doom Lord next turn and banish whatever he summons. So I think we're going to be okay. Just until it says you win, I'm chilling. Monster Reborn.
Born. Okay.
Was I like dead on? I told you.
Wow.
I told you. He just didn't top
wow.
deck.
You called that whole scenario. Wow.
But he can attack every single one of my monsters here. Can't do damage to me. We can destroy those two. So we're going to banish his target. I think we're okay. Well, no, not exactly. Still not going to be enough damage. Well, I don't think I can attack with... No, you just can't attack the turn you do it. I thought you could still attack with the others, maybe.
Mm.
Well, we can attack now. Actually, wait. If I do Rare Gold, put it on the Phoenix Enforcer. Now they can only attack Phoenix Enforcer, which can't be destroyed by battle. So I guess this is going to be how we do this.
Yeah, we just...
And hope he doesn't
away.
keep drawing into monsters. Certainly an option. Okay, but he's going to get his monster back now, I believe. Or during my turn he will. Okay, so that's up. Activate the effect. Get this out of here. And down.
Why didn't you attack?
I wasn't able to attack. You can't attack the...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, gotcha.
But we can attack now. Oh, I was hoping for another monster. Can I just mill the deck out of something? I do not think it's wise to attack with the weaker ones. I don't think there's really... I would laugh if I would have been able to win. No, I was not able to. Okay, hopefully one more turn after this. I'm still have so much anxiety. Like for just this specific duel, like how is he gonna screw me over? I need to know. Another monster. Okay, but we should be fine.
Okay.
So yep, Doom Lord. Activate. Get rid of that. I'm just gonna go ahead for another Diamond Dude. I'm not gonna mill or anything. I don't want to waste even more time. Okay, but the Diamond Dude's protected by the Rare Gold armor, so... Diamond Dude, please destroy these face downs. Make good Magical Stone right now, but... safer than sorry, I guess. Get rid of this, that. Get Rhoda. Rhoda. Searches for Sparkman. Sparkman hopefully destroys whatever the face downs are.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh no, that's not Clayman. That's gonna be Clayman. 1600 defense.
Mm.
Dude, I cannot catch a break. Okay, and then we have another turn of this. He just keeps getting monsters nonstop. Okay, activate this effect. Get rid of that. And down. I swear, if he gets another monster, I'm going to freak out. Wait, Misfortune.
Let's go.
Thank you.
G.
No, wait, it's not.
Oh.
It's 1500. I forgot it was half.
God.
Oh my gosh. I'm so done.
I'm sorry. It's actually hilarious now. Like
It is. I wasn't able to attack there. I don't know if I miscounted my
He's not even
turns.
aiming to win anymore. He's just here to like stall you out as hard as he can for your speed run time.
And he has another wild edge here. Or no. Oh, he's gonna. Is he gonna destroy the clock tower?
What will that do?
No, he just destroyed the Spark Man.
Hmm.
Oh, I guess you can't attack when you use Misfortune, I'm assuming. Okay. This is a painful duel, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like a good 20 minutes on this. Maybe more.
I'm just looking at the bottom right here. Turn 30 soon. Oh my lord.
So he will not let me win. Now, if I held that Misfortune, we'd be over this by now. But I wasn't even thinking. I was so blindsided by the taste of maybe victory, and of course he has the Clayman.
Yeah.
He's getting every card that he needs to have.
You're not wrong. He definitely needed like 4 monster top decks to last 4 consecutive turns.
Dude.
Unreal.
How does he keep getting away with it? I mean, I did make the mistake with the Misfortune. This is on me at this point.
So what do you do now? You have to kamikaze into
Oh
it,
my
or?
gosh. I got Burning Land. Finally, dude.
Oh,
Burning Land will do 500 next turn.
Of course, the most irrelevant part of the whole thing is the fact that, like, but now it's like mega relevant. In phase, take 500, right?
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Dude, imagine we just got that on turn 1.
Planned it. That was insane. That was like.
All right, now we're on to a relatively easy duel. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was like a peak marathon run, by the way. Like, that was Murphy's Law in the worst way possible.
No doubt.
What can happen will happen, and did happen.
What is this hand?
Ew, yeah, like.
I'm still gonna play it. I have Diffusion.
Oh, you're feeling confident, huh?
Yeah, I kind of have to play it. I don't even know what's considered a bad hand. I guess we'll find out. It's just weird. But okay, so Future Fusion. There's only 3 Cyber End Dragons. So if I actually don't want to draw a Cyber Dragon right now. I want the. I just really don't want to. There's only 3 of them in the deck. Okay, we're gonna attack that. I'll do. Oh, you have to have 2 Cyber Dragons for this. We'll set that down. Okay, if we can avoid drawing a Cyber Dragon, I think at this point we're good. What's he got? Oh my god, he Graceful Charity into a Pot of Greed, Fusion Sage, but I don't think he has anything. No. Oh my god. I can't use Future Fusion now. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Fair enough. I'm just going to hold on to the Cyber Dragon. We should probably play the Diffusion down. I nearly forgot about actually setting that, so. Could have been bad if he actually got a Fusion out. He can still do Cyberstein. Oh, see? This is why you held onto the Cyber Dragon.
No, good call. Bait it out.
Nothing we can do here, but at least I don't have, like, no moves next turn. Okay, can we get another dry? Laser Dragon. Okay, Cyber Dragon coming out. This is going to end up being a somewhat slower one, but I think I'll still win, so. Okay. Bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I really don't want to draw any Cyber Dragons. Oh, here you go. Yeah, how many cards in the deck?
Let's see what he's got.
Another Diffusion.
Yeah.
What the weirdest hand I've ever had in this
Yikes.
duel. Seriously, the weirdest hand. The creature swaps are actually useful. It's just I don't want 2 of them.
Right.
Because you can steal his fusion monsters. Call the Haunted, yeah. That'll be useful for next turn. We just hope he doesn't play a monster. Be all good. Or, we could just draw another monster like I've been trying to do this entire time. Ooh, does he actually have the fusion here? Would be quite unfortunate if someone had a defusion.
Pauly.
So he has to work so hard for the Cyber Ogres, and then we just have defusion.
Right.
Like, this duel is really hard to win in reverse. Beautiful.
Love it. I
think we're all... Oh, my gosh. We got all 3 Cyber Dragons, which I did not want. I think the only thing we have is dry.
During battle, pop the Call of Haunted?
Yeah, because I don't want to... That just skips the prompt coming up, which I just made another prompt come up, so we're pretty much at a net even. But that's the only reason why I do that. I just don't hold A for it. I just actually go down to the card and press it. It saves a half second. I know, crazy.
We're out here.
Okay, we're going to be doing Ojamas. There's going to be 2 Ojama duels in this. This is an easier one. Not easy, but easier.
So wait, we're playing against Ojamas? Oh, no.
No, we're playing. We
are the Ojamas.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right. Let's do it.
Stray Lambs.
So are we looking to lock out our opponent by taking over their spaces?
We want Ojama Country, essentially.
Okay, gotcha.
Soul Charge. Ojama Blue. Okay. I think I'm honestly going to dip the Soul Charge. And everything else, Delta Hurricane. I don't know if I'll even get to use it. We're going to... Oh, wait. I summoned that. I was like, wait, what? I mean, if it takes some damage here, it's whatever. But we do want Ojama Blue to get destroyed. Maybe not take damage for it, but... we're going to be able to add 2 Ojama cards to our hand. Pretty important here. So activate its effect. We want 100% one Ojama Country. And I might go for another blue.
I agree with that.
Now we do have the Poly in hand, so I kind of want another Ojama card so I can really utilize Country correctly. And there's no MST that I have to worry about here, which is nice. So we're going to do that. Go ahead and Poly. And we're going to get ourselves Ojama Knight. I can only knock off 1 slot on the field here, but that's okay. Basically, Ojama Knight is able to make certain spaces unusable. But since there's 4 filled up, I can only knock off 1. So there we go. Rottweiler actually gets a boost. Basically, with Ojama Country and Ojama on the field, attacks and defense get reversed. So this card right here was 1,500 attack. Now it's 0. And the Rottweiler has 1,200 defense, so we got 1,200 attack there. And we're really trying to look out for Tribute to the Doomed is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and use Mirror Force because I might not have any other opportunities to do anything. It kind of seems like a waste, but he only has 1 card left in his hand, so I'm kind of assuming that wasn't a waste, but we'll find out.
Right.
Go ahead and get Ojama on the field so the effect's in play and get these last little critters off the field. Okay.
Yeah, I think you look pretty solid right now, actually.
Boom. Well, he has no cards. Okay, that's actually good. That's actually a good thing. We just avoided Swords of Revealing Light. If you didn't see what went in the graveyard there, we would have been stalled out for 3 turns when Swords of Light's played.
Wait. So he tributed to Doomed instead of playing Swords?
Yes, he tributed to Doomed, which requires you to discard a card out of your hand to destroy a monster on field, and then got rid of the Swords of Revealing Light. So
Papega AI?
We are not going to
Why would he play the Swords?
We're not going to stalled out. I don't know. I'm so happy.
Okay, we don't even question it. We take those.
I'm so happy. Okay, next turn, all things going correctly. We're going to save the Ojama in hand because if he plays, I don't know, like a 1,700 attack monster, we'll be able to beat it. Because they're not going to target Rottweiler here. It has the lowest attack right now. So, like, if Dancing Fairy has 1,700 attack, I don't know if that's what is in Chaz's deck, but just random example. But we're okay. He didn't play anything. I think Dancing Fairy is to worry about in the next Ojama duel.
Lethal.
So that was solid. Oh, this is my favorite of the entire run.
Really?
This is my favorite deck is Pegasus.
Oh, my.
You win, like...
Are we getting out Thousand Eyes
No,
Restrict?
no, this is a straight Toon deck.
Oh, we're doing Toon. Okay,
It is so good.
Let's do it.
You win, like, above 95% of the time. Okay, so we kind of want them to play Gear Town because we have a Gear Golem in the hand. Ancient Gear Castle. We won't be able to use that. In fact, I was supposed to go first this turn. Huh, they did that for... That's going to be for Gear Town, I see. Oh, I have the comic hand, so I'm going to play this out. 800. Okay, let's play this. Comic hand just literally just yoinks their monster.
Yeah, I love it.
So, yeah, just summon whatever you want to, Crowler. Go for it. It's going to be mine. Oh, they destroyed it. They did destroy it. Okay, that's why I said like 95% of the time you win, because they can get rid of Toon World. But there's Toon Table of Contents. We can top deck into it. Let's see if that's the case. This is probably gonna be a reset, funnily enough. But I'm waiting for the top deck.
Just gotta believe.
Because
right.
we get a lot off of this. Nah, no Toon World. So yeah, the entire deck. The deck's really good, but its weakness is that if you have a Mystical Space Typhoon, you can destroy Toon World and GG. If you can't get the Toon World back. Okay, we're going first. I don't mind going first or second here. Most of the time you want to go second, so you get to attack first and you get an extra card. So now we have plenty of Toon. Well, we can use this for any Toon card. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves. I love Toon Gemini Elf.
Me too.
And let's go do Toon Kingdom. We can special summon this out. Why not? And we'll go ahead and summon this. I'm going to go for... I guess I shouldn't even done this now, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want. I'm going to go for the Toon Magician Girl.
For the fan service, please. Thank you. For the fans.
Only for the fans. No other reasons. So if they end up summoning a monster that's really strong, I'd be able to just get it out by using that. Oh my gosh, I got MST'd again. Maybe we'll...
So extra. All Toons on field destroyed as well. Jeez.
If we avoid the MST, then I win, but I keep getting MST'd. All right, I'm going to go first. It's also important to go first because you can't attack on your first turn anyways, but Toons can't attack on the first turn.
They can't?
Nope. Some of them can. The Toon Magician Girl actually can't attack on the first turn. That's why I specifically went for her, because I was going to tribute for the following turn, be able to attack with her. That one I just reset because I guess I could have played Gemini Elf and seen how it played out, but this one is basically the same, plus I get the Toon World. Okay, so let's go. Where is our Toon Kingdom? Toon Kingdom is in the card text. It's also the same as Toon World. All right, let's try this again. Do I get MST'd for the third time? So what we're going to do, the following turn, I would be looking really good if I could play through. I'm going to use Toon Rollback, which will give me 2 attacks. Okay, Ancient Gear Knight's going to... Dude. Yeah, we're never getting out of this duel. Forget what I said about 95% of the time you win. I'm going second, I guess. It's just muscle memory for me to go second. Because it's the only duel I care about going first, maybe.
I have to admit, it's pretty impressively bad luck. We should actually accumulate what the odds are here. Because is Crowler running 3 MSTs? Or just 1?
I'm not sure how many they run, but it's not that many. And I actually can't do anything here because they didn't summon any monsters. I would be able to get the Cyber Dragon out, but weirdly enough, they didn't summon anything. I've definitely never reset this much on this duel ever before. I usually
Here's a question.
Rarely ever.
Here's a question. How are we looking on pacing so far in a conventional attempt of this run, non-marathon? Where would you be right now?
I'm honestly not even sure. Aster Duel is usually like around the 50-minute mark. Here, let me grab this. Okay, so we're gonna play this. I'm gonna play Toon Mermaid, another Toon Mermaid. I'm gonna hold on to this Toon Cyber Dragon because we've been seeing what happens when I do anything. Because we can still special summon it, even if Toon World gets destroyed. Ancient Gear Beast. Toon Kingdom just should still protect me from this. Yep. So this just discards one card from the top of the deck and it stops the attack completely. Okay, we'll go with Cannon Soldier. And what's really good about the Toon monsters is they can attack directly. And this is why it's usually just a guaranteed win if they don't destroy this, because you're just constantly doing damage and not taking much back. So next turn we'll use the Cannon Soldier as well. And Cannon Soldier can also destroy monsters for 500 damage, so whenever I get to that threshold, I'll definitely be playing that. Okay, Toon Kingdom, we're going to be taking like 900 damage there. I think I'm all good to go with Toon Rollback. I think I have plenty of damage to do. So let's finish this off. So Toon Rollback. I guess I could special summon another Mermaid. Why not? That's just going to be more damage.
Why not?
Okay, Battle Phase. I don't even think I need it. That was probably just a time waste. Boom. Boom. And we get the extra attack. And done.
Lethal.
I didn't even have to use the Cannon
that
Soldier
was
effect at all.
Gross.
In hindsight, I should not put rollback on those because I have to pay like 500 life points in order to attack with it. Had it been like more short stacked on life points, I could have been pretty bad. This duel.
Are you still using Ojamas here with Jaden, or
no? That's going to be against Blair that we get Ojamas again. Well, okay, we technically have Ojamas in this, but they're just in the deck. There's not really any point. We're gonna bounce out of that hand. Actually, we need a really good hand to work Alexis here. She has a pretty good deck. This is where we're gonna start getting introduced to Neos, though. Elemental Hero Neos, and all of his fusions. So a whole different set of fusion cards. Okay, Graceful Charity and Oversoul. If we can find that Neos, then we can Oversoul him with the Graceful Charity. So hopefully that happens. Nope. But hey, Card Trooper can also mill.
True.
Did not get it. I'm gonna get rid of Armor Breaker. I guess Neos. I really. Oh, Heated Heart probably because Big Bang Shot's already a Heated Heart. But we're gonna play Card Trooper. Activates effect. It'll discard 3 cards, and it'll give it 1500 attack. And I still have not been managing to get like a monster in the graveyard to Oversoul. That's okay though. We're gonna take out the nope, guess not. And then being Double Pass. So we will do some damage to her. At least I got that card out of the way now. Our card's going back to 400 attack. Probably die this turn. Card Blocker is also good at like. Oh, they attack directly as well. Okay, so we still get to keep our card. Card Blocker can also mill out cards during their battle phase. But let me see. Can I get a Neos in the graveyard? We want it right here, right now.
Let's get it.
Necro Shade. At least if I draw Necro Shade, we'll be all right. I think I'll go ahead and go for the Flare Scarab here. It's only going to get a 400 attack buff, but I need to start clearing out some of these monsters. So we're going to just clear out some of the Stray Lambs and be able to take out the Blizzard Warrior here. She only has 1 card left in her hand. That's pretty good.
That is true.
I'm not sure what this face down is here. Now she has more. Oh, Snowman Eater destroys a card in the field, but it's good to get rid of now, and it's left in attack. I don't even think this is too bad for me. No, not really.
Yeah, another turn of Card Trooper? Okay.
Oh, there's Neos. Can we get another Neos in the graveyard, though? That's the question. No, but we can summon him because we milled out a Necroshade earlier. Necroshade's in the graveyard, lets me summon him. Flashbang, the audience.
And here it comes. Also, rip pot agreed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we summoned that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. Yeah, we'll save all those here for the future. Let's take out these guys. Double pass. That's completely fine. Okay. We'll attack that. Okay. I'm hoping next turn we just bing bang shot, take out the stray lamb, good to go. But that's not going to happen.
Oh.
It can never be that easy. It has 3,200.
Uh-oh. What do we got here now?
I have to do a little bit of math here. I'm trying to think, where are the... Oh, is this being boosted because of this? Okay. Well, we just oversoul Neos. And we do Heated Heart and Big Bang Shot, and that should be enough.
Let's do it.
For some reason, I thought that there were, like, counters on the field, and that's what was boosting it, but I was just mistaken. So this is going to boost us by 500. This is going to boost us by 400. And please let me win. Thank you.
And we're out of here. Oh.
Bro.
Oh. Oh.
I'm in a terrible spot now.
Actually, ooh, yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Well, she's in top deck mode. I don't think it's not too bad. Well.
Yeah, she can destroy the.
Yeah.
Of course, she has the out. Yep, it's GG.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was thinking she was gonna kill the.
I knew that was a potential of happening. I was just like, yeah, there's no way.
Jesus.
There's nothing I could have done differently.
That is true too, though. It wasn't really a misplay because. Ouch.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's really tough. I'm trying to think what I could have done differently. Maybe earlier on in the duel to like avoid that, but yeah, now we're gonna be looking. It just sucks when it happens that late into the duel because it's such a time waste by that point. I'm sure everyone's realized by this point this is not a marathon safe run. It's not. I actually picked the like least marathon safe category, which is like GX story mode, and we haven't even gotten to like the worst part of it yet. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, the pain is real when you get to the end game.
I'm gonna I had high hopes for that hand. It was looking nice. Maybe I should have played it with the Mirror Force, but
yeah, I will say when I was playing casually, I did try to like be a hero and do the anime canon decks all over and over again, but like. By about where you are now, roughly halfway into the campaign, I was like, this is just like...
Ooh, Card Trooper Oversoul. We love to see it if we can get the Neos in the graveyard. We have the Mirror Force back up here. Looking somewhat nice. Assuming everything falls into place here. Card blocker, okay, that's fine. And? No. I did get a Necroshade in the graveyard. Mirror Force. I mean, I'm probably going to get stopped here in some way. Yeah, double pass. All right. Not gonna Mirror Force yet until I really need to. So hopefully be enough. Come on. Yes! We got him in the graveyard. There it is.
She got it for me, so she'll know where to go.
Nice. There's also Necroshade in the graveyard, which means we can use Necroshade to summon Necroshade. Because I can't tribute those tokens that are on the field. Okay. Let's go attack that. Delay pass. Go attack that. Field is clear. Please let me win. We're not looking great in life points. Legendary, I think we're good. Oh?
Uh-oh.
No, we have Mirror Force. They can attack if they want to.
Oh, and they will. She
For
will.
sure. All right.
All right.
Finally through this one.
Hey.
Again, I honestly, even going into this, I'm always expecting a reset here, because this is this is like one of the biggest reset points in the run is this duel. I used to have just like a nonstop like 10-minute time save here all the time.
Oh my
So
lord.
I'm not even like the least bit, because by the time I'd get a Neos out, she would finally like play the snowman in defense. I'd attack it, lose my Neos, and then the entire duel would be turned around by that point. Playing with the Zane deck again, I believe this is where we start getting to the Cyberdark monsters. I think that's what they're called.
Ooh.
Okay, Hunter Dragon, but we don't have any of the cards to like work with them. But Cyber Dragon or Hunter Dragon's a really good beater. So 1700 attack. See what we can draw. And we got the Cyberdark Edge. That's the least useful Cyberdark one, but any is better than nothing, so. Okay. We need to try and get Hunter Dragon to the graveyard so we can attach it to this. Basically, when you summon the Cyberdark Edge, it will pull out a card from the graveyard and attach it to it. There's a Horn that's even better. Yeah, I just have no way of getting past this, so we're just going to hit the entire lineup. And just continually try and get Hunter Dragon into the graveyard some way. No, I can't do anything with that. I don't want to fill up the field too much. Come on, Cyrus. Draw us. Oh, wait, you know what? We're waiting for... He has the one monster that's like 1800 attack. That it'll go up to like 2300. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. I have a really hard time remembering Cyrus's cards. But there is one card that will be able to like overpower me if he plays it. I just don't know if I can get him to do it. Okay, honestly, I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, Tarhex.
What's that?
We just discard out a hand. Oh, there's the power. Oh, God. I think the power bomb's GG.
Uh-oh. Yeah, power bomb's really good.
Yeah, it's just two of any of the same. That's going to be 3,200. And I finally got in the graveyard. There's a fusion. I don't think I'd be even be able to do the fusion. That's gonna be reset. That usually is. If I just can't get it, if I just can't get momentum on him by destroying like more and more of his monsters. Second I got walled out, I guess I should have reset, but I was kind of liking having a Hunter Dragon out instantly. Okay.
All right, you're a power bond, product read opening hand.
Yeah. The only fusion, okay, there is the 5-headed dragon, which that's an option, honestly. If you have 5 dragons, we can fuse them together.
I mean, that was a pretty hot combo on his end.
I mean, maybe with this I'll be able to, but. Okay, we're gonna put Hunter Dragon and the twin-headed behemoth in the graveyard, just so that when we summon Keel's the second best for the speedrun, because Horn does piercing damage, Keel does burn damage. So if I destroy this, which I'm gonna get magic cylindered here, that's fine.
Get cylindered.
Gonna have to deal with it at some point. But yeah, if he destroys it, it does what 300 damage to their life points. Barely anything, but better than nothing. Yeah, this way I was actually able to get cards in my graveyard this time around with the Graceful Charity. So we're also going to take the Behemoth that's in the graveyard, attach it to this. And we got 2 pretty strong monsters out on the field. Can deal with a lot, like 1800 defense. Yeah, we can deal with that. I need to press no here. I was making that mistake a lot in practice. I just press yes, and then what it does is Edge's effect is it can attack directly, but it gets half its attack. So, and we just want to keep clearing out monsters. And there's a Cyberdark Horn, so I could Power Bond, but we already have all of them out in the field. Looking good so far.
Yep.
Okay. I think we're all good to go here. Awesome. Another one down.
Hey.
Ooh, this is like the next like reset point in a run, like a late game reset before we get. Yeah, this is a really, really tough one. This guy has monsters that just can't be destroyed. There's only certain ways to remove the cards, and we'll just watch it play out. Having the Righteous Justice is nice. 2 Graceful Charities, obviously nice.
Yeah, that's not. That's
Second coin toss.
This is a solid opening hand for you.
Okay.
See what you can do.
Let's see if we can get an Oversoul. I might just go ahead and throw the Neos in the graveyard now. I did get the Oversoul, by the way.
I see that.
Get out of here, Avian. What are you doing?
Yeah, let's go.
You goofball.
Dupont.
Pot of Greed.
Have more graceful. What? Oh my God! This opening hand.
I'm gonna get rid of this.
+8.
We want to keep the Heated Heart for a potential play later on. I'm trying to think what I would. I guess the Rhoda. Yeah, I guess the Rhoda. Maybe I'm making a misplay here. I don't know. But we got the Neos. And we have the Grand Mole. I'm just going to go, honestly, dude, this is the safest way to play it. We're just going to go straight Grand Mole, dude.
Of course. I mean, we're here to get dubs, not be cool.
So I'm going to set down all of these cards just so worst case scenario, I can use Hero Counterattack. We've already used all our Graceful Charities up, so I'm not too worried about like needing to use those later on. The Grand Mole's effect is if it conducts battle with any monster, it'll put both it and the other card back in the hand. So we're just hoping to just keep doing 2,500 damage over and over again. Like I said, this could be a monster that I simply cannot destroy. Ooh, Neospace. That's good because I'm going to get an extra 500 attack on me.
Let's go.
I could fuse these together, but just in case of like an MST or something, I'm just going to play it as safe
I think
as
it's
possible.
totally fine.
Okay.
We play Yu-Gi-Oh! Not to interact with our opponent. We play to win.
True. All right. One more turn here. This is...
So cheesy. All right.
No.
Okay. Agent of Venus.
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Getting our shine balls out. All right.
I think Grand Mole's going to have to save me. I will use a Hero Counterattack here. Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's a scary boy.
Mm-hmm.
Second coin toss.
Coin toss again.
Yep, it's going to destroy my monster. Go ahead and activate Hero Counterattack. Now it's a 50-50 if we want it to pick Sparkman. Grand Mole. Nothing happens there.
That's now what?
We have Emergency Call. Heated. I think that we just go Heated Heart this. I don't think we get too fancy here. So Heated Heart does piercing, and that's 500 defense, and we win.
Pow!
All right, another Ojama deck. Yeah, luckily he has that low of life points, but yeah, that was getting a little sketchy.
That was skill.
It was
They
yeah.
knew what they were doing when they were summoning those balls.
Yep, a lot of balls. Okay, we're going second here. Ojama deck. Can we get a good Ojama hand? Blair is a stall deck. I do not like this hand.
What are we looking for?
Ojama Country, in general.
Right.
She has Messenger of Peace, which can really suck. So being able to play around that. Don't like going first. It like when I go first, the hand has to be like gas in order to go. Which, I mean, I got the Ojama Country, Ojama Blues, and yeah, might as well. I'm also gonna go for Fusion Gate because Ojama Blue is gonna give me a guaranteed 2 Ojama Countries. That's all I'm gonna search for. A really good card in this duel is Magical Hats, actually, because that card allows you to destroy 2 Ojamagics, which gives you like 6 cards. I'm gonna do 2 Ojama Countries. Because of MST, it's the smart way to play this. They might honestly MST the Fusion Gate even. Ooh, yeah, I'll check it out, see what we got in here. The terraforming, I guess we could mill another card out. We'll do that, throw that in there. Terraforming, go ahead and get another Fusion Gate. Fusion Gate, activate this. I want to just keep at least a green in the hand, so I'm going to do Ojama Green and Red here. Although Red would be able to get another Ojama out in the field, I kind of want to keep one in my pocket. I mean, I could go for the double knight. Yeah, I probably should. Well, in case Messenger of Peace gets played, though, I'm not sure what I want to do. If Messenger of Peace gets played, then I'm also in a bad spot. But yeah, I guess I could have played Red instead and done another 1,000 damage here. I don't know, I'm playing somewhat cautiously, and I'm trying to figure out why I am. Probably because of the marathon run.
Yeah, pretty abysmal luck, all things given so far.
Okay, now I'll do it. So Ojama Red can summon another one. I don't have enough damage here to win, which I would have if I played right last time. So hopefully that does not come to haunt me here. Just give me one more turn. Blair, I know I made a slight misplay. Okay. I also could have discarded my country here. I don't want to do that. Please. Be nice. Be humble. And we'll see. Oh, 1800 beater. I think that's a sign of defeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm feeling pretty good right now.
The show of weakness.
Exactly, fool. Ow!
There we go. Moving on. Get into the late game. Man, other than the Astro duel, the run hasn't really been too bad. Now we're gonna be playing against some Crystal Beasts, which aren't too bad to play against usually, especially with the Dark Hole in the hand. Oh wait, whoa! I like this hand. I like this hand. Ooh, okay.
Alright, what you thinking?
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we Dark Hole.
Okay, aggressive.
We Terraforming.
Okay.
We got a Neospace.
We milling. We getting it. Alright.
Play the Neospace. Summon Flare Scarab.
Yep.
We Fake Hero. Fake Hero will allow me to summon a Elemental Hero from my hand. I just can't attack with it.
Right.
But with Neospace in the field, I'm able to make fusions, like Elemental Hero Neos confuse into monsters without even needing polymerization. We go for Flare Neos.
Which would be able to attack.
Yep. And also, it won't go back to the hand at the end of the turn. And also, for the same reason, because Neospace is out in the field, I'm able to really utilize it. I want a little bit more damage. We'll set that down.
Oh my lord.
5,000.
The DPS.
All right, I need to press cancel here, because otherwise it's basically asking me if I want to like return the cards back to the deck.
Yes. Oh my god, that prompt is absolutely like
Yes.
the biggest debate in the
Nope.
game.
Nope. I do not.
Nope.
No. We have the emergency call. We only have Neos. I guess I just could have kept that. Yeah, we're just pretty much beating this head in until we can do something else. It's not a GG yet. Also, next time I attack, he's going to be able to like make the attack half as much. And he's probably going to get 2 monsters here. Okay. Nope. I'm just going to keep spamming cancel. Maybe spamming a little bit too hard. Who knows? Dang. He has a lot of monsters here. But this card's clogging up his back row. Ooh, here we go. We can do something.
Let's go.
This is where we can start.
Oh
some,
my.
Yeah,
this is
it's going to be some solid momentum now.
happy birthday. Christmas morning right here.
You see how he's keeping that extra slot open?
Mm-hmm.
Because the back row is so clogged up. Okay, so I'm going to put down these 2 face downs. These cards face down. And
Throw down
really
2
power
face
this
downs?
up. Yeah. Just to power up my Flare Neos even more. Okay, Flare Scarab, go ahead, do your thing.
29.
Yep. I didn't need to do all that, but
Yeah.
this is going to make it 32. I just wanted to make sure that that attack wasn't going to get negated in some way. Because if it did, then I still needed that 3,000. So it was still worth it to do.
I have a really important question, EZScape.
Yes, sir.
What is your donation threshold for the charity here to make you say throw down this face down whenever you're actually going to do it going forward?
At least $5.
Okay, I need $5 from chat, please, to hear his best Jaden impression.
I have a very interesting hand here. We're gonna have to slow play it. Axel is one of he's not even the hardest duel. He's my least favorite. I think he's just straight up my least favorite because he can play this card, which adds a Blaze Accelerator card from his hand, and this card can just destroy cards. Basically, we'll read it out. You can target 1 monster your opponent controls, send 1 pyro monster with 500 attack or less from your hand to the graveyard, and then you can destroy the target. But we're gonna go ahead and play this out. Yeah, we're gonna have to summon. I'm just gonna go for it. Summon Flare Scarab. We're gonna do Fake Hero in the Neos. Now again, Neos can't attack, but we're gonna do what we did last turn. But we don't have the field spell, Neo Space. So we would lose these at the end of the turn, but we're going to do some stuff and some things with the card that I have in my hand, Contact Out. So I'm hoping to just overwhelm Axel here, although it's probably not going to happen. Like, I most likely don't get through this alive, but I have to just go for this. So I'm going to attack that, destroy him. We use Contact Out, because we're going to lose this card at the end of the turn anyways. We can basically return this card and special summon our cards back. Now these are re-special summoned, so I can attack with them. So what do I have to say, Trihex? I have to throw it down?
So throughout GX, Jaden's famous catchphrase is, I throw down a face down.
I throw down a face down.
So whenever you throw down a face down, you got to say that now.
All right.
At least once.
At least
for
once.
the fans.
Yes, sir. All right, Captain. Thank you for the $5 donation. And like I said, we are going to get all of our cards destroyed here. Because they can discard a card from the hand and then basically like draw 1 back. It only has to be 500 attack or less. I was just like, hey, maybe he didn't have it. Maybe he didn't have the... And then he summons a 1900 right away. And then he has a Tri-Blaze Accelerator, which can just... You just need any Pyro type, not even 500 or less. And yep, that's how Axel goes. But I played it pretty quickly at the start. Even once I saw the next Blaze Accelerator got played, I should have just dipped out. But play aggressive and hope you get through Axel. He is very tough, especially when we see the Blaze Accelerator. Sometimes once I see it even get played, I'm just out. Okay, Foolish Burial. I'm trying to remember if we have Necro Shade in this deck. I have to use a card either way. Oh, and then see, Volcanic Rocket instantly gives you that, and this is where we have problems. There's one card that can destroy it, and it's a fusion with Wild Heart and Avian. That's the only way to get rid of that, by the way. That's it. That's the only chance I have to get rid of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and just go in for it anyways. Hey, maybe I'll get the fusion. He also has removal. Okay, so and then here's also the problem, Trihex.
Yeah.
Is that card has 1900 attack, and my fusion has 1900 attack to destroy the card that he gets with it. Do you see how messed up this is?
Yeah, you're burning all your resources to trade.
I have to use 3 cards to deal, like, he summons 1 card, and he gets a free card for summoning that card. I take 3 cards, have to discard a card out of the hand, like, just to deal with this. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, this is actually...
And then he gets a 3, yep.
Okay, wait. This is the duel that made me stop using Sword decks, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Yes.
It's so brutal.
I don't think I can actually do anything about this.
I'm very interested to see what your strategy will be here to, like, deal with this.
I don't think that, maybe I'm wrong. There's nothing I could do about that.
Yeah, this duel is incredibly lopsided.
Yeah, so he just happened to have all the cards to get his 3K beater. I didn't even have a bad hand, but I got absolutely wrecked. Yeah, this is, we're getting into like the end game where the duels get insanely difficult and we're completely outweighed by our opponent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we actually have the fusion. If he plays that spell, I can deal with it. I can. Also, a couple lower than 500 attack monsters in the graveyard now. Soul of Fire. We get to draw a card. He gets to do that. Okay, there it is, and then he gets the Blaze Accelerator. So we're gonna have to deal with that. I'm just gonna crash in. Did he? Okay, he just has that. Okay, I'm actually happy because I can destroy that now. We're just gonna start just without even doing anything else. I'm just gonna. I already know I need to do this. Although I should Pot of Greed because I need a card to discard in order to use this. I just want to see if there's a Regeki break.
Let's see what's good.
I just wanted to figure that out before if I'd see a reset right away. And Pot of Greed that. What do I get? I'm gonna activate this, and we're gonna discard this so we can destroy that. And now I can emergency call. And we're going to pick out our Neos, because I just discarded a Necro Shade, which means now I can summon this. So, we'll use Necro Shade's effect. I also have an Oversoul. If we lose a Neos, I can get him back. I'm going to hold on to the E-Hero card in the hand and just play this out. Widespread Ruin. Okay, I'm crashing. He has a lot of removal. But he has 3 cards left. Yes.
Hey, real quick, EZScape.
Yes, sir.
All this Yu-Gi-Oh has got me absolutely dehydrated. I'm gonna go replenish.
Yeah.
While you throw down some face downs, okay?
Okay. Will do. All right, guys. So this is looking quite a bit better than a lot of Axel attempts I've had. We're gonna use Emergency Call and get a beater out. I think that is just gonna be Sparkman is gonna be our best option here. We're going to be able to do 4,100 damage here, and was hoping I can continue playing the game. Hoping Axel lets me through here. Just need one more turn to end down. We really just want him to end turn right here. Come on. He has no monsters in hand currently, so it'd have to be a top deck. Nope. That's perfect. Let's go, baby. Awesome. Whew. That's a tough one. Ooh, and we are playing as my homie, Jim Crocodile Cook. I did a cosplay as this guy. And I still have the gator to prove it. Surely he won't let me down. Okay, it's a Jim. It's okay. Just need a little bit better cards there. So he uses like a rock type deck. Has a lot of good cards in it too. So we have this Big Piece Golem, and the Catapult Zone's really the best card in this deck. Big Piece Golem is a budget Cyber Dragon. Basically, Cyber Dragon special summons itself. This card just normal summons itself, so we can't do another summon that turn, but it's still a really strong card to get out on the field. Catapult Zone's really good because if a monster were to be destroyed, a rock type, which is all that's in this deck, if they were to get destroyed, you can discard a rock type from the deck. So not only can you take out a useless rock card out of the deck, you get to protect your monster. And most of the cards in this deck work by removing cards out of play that are in the graveyard. Okay, so that's not looking great. So we're gonna use that trusty Catapult Zone, take the damage for that, and get rid of something useless like Lost Guardian. Not a useful card. And start stacking up our graveyard. Kind of looking for a fusion. I'll just go ahead and set this down. Oh, I could discard something and call the Haunted it. Trying to think if that's an option here. It's gonna Hyper Hammerhead my card. And it's gonna put it back in the hand. That's okay. Catapult Zone. Let me see real quick. I haven't actually been in this play before. There's something. I'm trying to think if this card can be special summoned. I think I can actually get rid of this and bring it back next turn. I'm gonna try that out. No. He just used Soul Release, which takes all the cards in the graveyard and removes them out of play. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Anyways, I just need, in order for that card to even work, I need some cards in the graveyard. So I'm gonna put that in the graveyard and get another Call the Haunted out. That wasn't ideal. Oh, wow. That's a strong one. Okay, we'll take that damage. We will get rid of... We can get rid of Gigastone's also kind of useless, so... Get rid of that. Now we have to beat 3,000. But this guy can do it. Oh, I forgot to discard the card that I wanted to discard. I think I can survive for one more turn. That was a bit of a misplay. I got so blindsided by the Tyranno, I just completely forgot what I was doing. Ooh, maybe I'll be able to live this. Let's get... Yeah, we need to get Gaia Plate. Hopefully I can live long enough. Give me a lot of damage. I wanted to use Call the Haunted there, but it wouldn't work out. Okay, let's go do this. Get Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant out. He's strong. Trying to think what I can do to deal with this. No, I think I just attack head on. Yeah, he's able to deal with that 3,000 attack because of his special effect. So yeah, I lost quite a bit of life points there due to that misplay, but it's all looking up from here. Yep, we need to pay. We will pay and get rid of this. So every turn I need to remove something from the graveyard, which is why I wanted a lot more materials in the graveyard there. But we have plenty of cards. Oh my gosh, he used Torrential Tribute, which destroys his monsters, but I had to back up Call the Haunted. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna take the Gaia Plate back. I should have MST'd here. I should have MST'd already. I should have already done it because who knows what this could be. Okay. All right. All right. Hopefully he just does nothing next turn and I can win. The power of Jim Crocodile Cook will live on. Please. Okay. Getting a little sketchy there. A little sketchy. Yes, pay. Get rid of that. That's fine. We win. Okay, moving on. I believe now we're doing Cloudians. Yes. This is a really interesting card type. Also, I keep forgetting to do my catchphrase. I'm just so absorbed in this run and trying not to lose it. put down Poison Cloud here. If they destroy it, that will destroy their monster. I'm trying to think how I want to play this. So the Cloudians, they're very interesting. They basically collect these, I don't want to call them, these Cloudian tokens, or counters. They're not called tokens in this game, counters, and you stack them onto them, and then they get special abilities from it. So this is cool. We'll use this. I'm gonna summon Stratus here. This card has the ability with 3 counters to destroy a monster. I'm really hoping that I can avoid the V Tiger Jet going into its fusion. Otherwise, yep, that would be the fusion right there. So I was trying to avoid that because what that fusion can do is it can make monsters go into defense. Cloudians are not allowed to go in defense. They can't be destroyed by battle, but if they get put in defense mode, they get destroyed. So that's, that's just not my duel to win right there. Not liking that hand either, mainly because I'm going first. Otherwise, I'd play it out. And going first again. If I have the right cards, I'll still play it. Oh. Oh wow, that's like a 1 in 64 I just had right there on getting forced to go first 3 times in a row. I could have played that one just because of the spell I had gotten there. Looking for a really good first turn hand. Or mainly I'm trying to go second. There we go. Okay. Pretty much the same hand I keep getting somehow. A bunch of Ojamas in the graveyard. Alright, we'll play this. Summon this. Natural Disaster. And see if he lets me play. I'm probably going to get attacked here. That's fine. Because I'm planning on using the Ghost Fog for something specific here. So during this turn, I will be able to use that, get another counter on there. Oh wait, I can actually activate that now because it puts one on all of the enemies here. Activate this trap card. Attack this with Ghost Fog, which is going to destroy it, and I'm able to put a bunch of counters. I'm able to put 4 counters on the Stratus here. It's really nice. We're going to go ahead and go to main phase 2, and I can special summon the Storm Dragon because this is in the graveyard now. Storm Dragon allows me to put another counter on Stratus. We'll go and do that. Now Stratus can destroy 2 monsters if it wants to. So we're going to activate that effect. And because of the trap, whenever I destroy a monster here, we get to do 500 damage. I guess that technically was destroying a spell or trap, so there we go. There's the 500 damage. Cool. And we can use Storm Dragon's effect every turn, and we can also use the Squall's effect every turn. So we're going to take a little bit of damage, but we can just destroy all of the opponent's monsters every single turn. And another Squall, so we're getting a lot here. So let's go ahead and activate another Squall. I'm going to activate Storm Dragon, give another counter, activate Stratus effect. I'm going to take a counter from the dragon here. We can even use its own counters to destroy it. And then we can just attack directly. I'm kind of hoping to get an Acid Cloud. Acid Cloud's a lot like Stratus, and it's able to destroy spell and traps. So it's potential I can get hit with the Swords of Revealing Light here, which, because I'm talking about it, probably is going to happen. No. Well, a lot of times that is what happens. Let's talk about it. It just spawns into existence. and both of these squalls are going to activate. So really, I can just keep destroying as many monsters as I want without ever really having to stop. Another 500. Storm Dragon. Get another counter. Oh, don't activate that. Okay. Should just need 1 or 2 more turns. Unless I can get a monster here. Another Tiger Jet. Okay, I actually got the Acid Cloud, so even if swords got played, I'd be all safe, but I think he'll allow me to win this duel right here, right now. I was checking right there to make sure I couldn't destroy my own cards to do more damage to the opponent, but it's only when I destroy their cards that that's the case. Looks like I have enough. Just need to not mash the confirm button to activate the Diamond Dust. Oh my gosh. Alright. It's really easy to do that, especially playing on controller. Alright, we're playing against Thelonious Viper. He has a reptile deck. It's really annoying. There's this field spell that he has that's really annoying to deal with, and also a monster named Naga that, again, also annoying to deal with. But we have a really good starting hand. But he starts with Venom Swamp. So I'm going to have to play this a bit differently. Okay. How do I want to play this? I think I'm going to Dark Hole. I'm going to go with Sparkman. Now, I could Poly here, but... So, let me explain how this field spell works. Every turn during standby phase, this card is going to add a counter, a Venom counter, or during end phase, a counter to every single monster on the field that's not of, like, these reptiles. And it's going to lower my attack by 500 every single time. So he just summoned this, added another counter to me, and was able to destroy that. But it doesn't happen to the Venom monsters. So I'm going to save that Poly for a Wild Edge, ideally. But I really need to deal with this monster on the field. I think I'm going to crash it with Avian. I'm going to try and drain him of monsters here, so I can just go out with a Grand Mole and make him attack into it. Or we could just get the Wild Edge. Either way. It still has a lot of monsters. Another Blade Edge. I'm gonna set down Clayman, so I'm not constantly taking damage. Really need a Wild Heart here, not a Blade Edge. Doesn't look like he has any more monsters, thankfully. Oh, does. And once this goes to 0, my monster gets destroyed as well. We got the emergency call. Very nice. So that is going to give us the Wild Heart. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to end up tributing monsters for the other Blade Edge, but for now this is pretty good damage. I can't play Grand Mole though, because if I play him he dies in 2 turns. Doesn't get attacked. Wild Edge is able to attack all the targets, so we get to clear that, other than the fact that Naga's there and that's not able to be destroyed. Really unfortunate. It also makes my attack go to 0, so I'm just going to end up losing my monster. Of course they got the field spell and the Naga, which is really difficult to play around. Trying to think if there's any way I can do enough damage to them. But I gotta at least do something while I think about that. Or it's gonna be a reset, which would probably be faster at this point. This is the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedrunning, is you get in these situations where you don't know whether it's gonna be better to reset or not until it's usually way too late. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably better to reset. This one is a tough duel to win, but it's not the toughest. We just need a really good hand to start with. Okay. Card Trooper is really nice because we can Miracle Fusion something, and it doesn't look like we're starting against the field spell. That's pretty much the biggest part about this. Neos in hand. We might be able to get a Necro Shade in the graveyard to summon that later. Let's see what the graveyard is. Didn't see anything that I could fuse with. At least not yet. 2,000 defense, unfortunately. But if I get Sparkman out, I will be able to fuse with the Clayman I got sent there. And Naga. Okay, so we're going to deal with that immediately. Alright, I'm gonna summon Sparkman here. Maybe not. Of course not. Well, actually, no, this is okay because I was gonna Miracle Fusion anyways, and that just works out of the graveyard, so I guess I'm allowed to do that. Maybe I'm not able to special summon for the rest of the turn. That was probably in the card text somewhere. But I'm not sure. As long as I'm able to play this following turn, I should be able to tank this hit, and then ideally I get a Wild Edge as well. That pretty much clear out all the monsters over there. Oh, it's probably because of this. I'm not sure which monster's not letting me play anything. So I'm just gonna attack wildly. And yeah, we're pretty much in a reset again. I'm not super familiar with this deck because I don't usually have to deal with this one too much. I know like 99% of the cards in all the decks and everything like that. Sometimes there's stuff that gets me caught up. Here, maybe my friend can DM me and answer me why. Okay. Again, no field spell here. I believe I can poly. No, I don't have that fusion in here. I don't have the shaman, otherwise I would be able to. Not all of the fusions are in each of these. Oh, really bad mills there as well. Please don't be 2,000 defense. Of course it is. I need to get this Necro Shade in the graveyard so I can get Neos out. And Naga instantly. Naga's just insanely difficult to play around. So it just makes any monster I get out go instantly to like 0 attack. So it goes straight to 0. And they don't destroy it. That's nice. Okay, this will at least allow me, even if the Necro Shade dies, I will be able to get it in the graveyard and use it for the Neos Tribute Summon. To do that, they're going to attack with Naga next turn, another 1,600 damage, so I might be able to burn them down pretty decently here. At least I hope. Another Naga. What is the AI doing? I'm okay with it. The AI is actually just like throwing. I think it's just programmed to attack with Naga no matter what, but... Okay. Just need to do a little bit more damage and we'll be all good to go. I guess the AI doesn't realize whether or not it's already using Naga's effect. Oh no. Here we go. It has 2,500 attack. But with Neos in Neo space, we get exactly that as well. Or we get 3,000 to beat it. I'm just hoping there's nothing that can stop me here, but I don't have any other options. Okay, please let me just win. Nope. But it does get rid of his snake there. He gets 1,800 back out. Okay. I'm pretty reliant on a top deck draw here. Pretty much need Wild Heart. They just end up having to answer for everything. Ooh. Really? Yeah. I might be able to stall for like a turn. I can't throw it away yet because I still have a chance at winning, but it's not looking good. Okay, maybe 2 turns. They decided not to attack with the Venom Snake. Oh, wait. I don't think it can attack. A hero emerges. That might be the saving grace here. Yep, there's 2 choices it could be. It could either be Blade Edge or Bubble Man. Blade Edge, I win. Bubble Man, I lose. Oh my gosh, thank God. Oh, they had Venom Swamp. Every time I'm like 1 step closer. Yeah, and I lost the Neo space there. Are you serious? They actually, whoa. My only chance is hoping that this face down has low defense, and it did, but not low enough. I'm so unlucky. It's kind of what I expected running this game, but... Well, if he leaves this in attack, I might have a way to win. No, puts in defense. Wait, do I? I don't. And this deck doesn't have Mariner in it. If I had Mariner, I'd be able to win right now. That probably seals it. Yeah. Oh my top deck. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take it, and I'm just gonna run with it, and it was all skill at the end of the day. Thank you. Thank you. That was stupid. And this is kind of what we're working with the story decks. I forgot Dark Hole was even in there. I can't even react to that. That's so funny. Okay, so now we're playing Crystal Beast. Oh, we back?
Hey, I'm back.
Dude, did you just see any of what just happened?
No, I just missed it. I'm sorry about that.
I basically was about to lose and got Dark Hole.
Wait, you were about to lose?
Yes.
But then you top
I top decked the Dark Hole.
Oh no, you skilled. You skilled hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're playing an anime deck, and you animate top deck Darkhold when you needed it.
But moving on to this duel, I have a pretty good hand. I have Crystal Abundance, which just requires 4 monsters in basically anytime these cards get destroyed, they get sent into the back row. So I just need 4 cards in there. I had 2 Sapphire Pegasus, so whenever you play this card, it's able to pick a card out of the deck and put it in there. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't have a Tiger, so throw one of those in there. And pretty much just end down. Just let him destroy this, and then I'll be able to use the Abundance. And it'll destroy all the cards on the field. Because currently I can't get past that. Also, well, it'll also let me pull out all of these cards that are chilling here. So I should have planned slightly better with not putting the carbuncle there. Oh wait, did I? I mispressed.
You picked 3.
Yep. I didn't realize it'd go down to that second option there. I pressed right and it didn't read it.
Been there, done that. Oh my god. Miskeying in this game is easy.
Oh, I should probably do that as well. It's like, this is how mistakes just snowball. Just make one, stop thinking what's going on. I don't believe Zane has Cyber Dragons in this deck. Alright, hopefully I'm just able to win this turn. Oof.
Sure about that?
I needed that Tiger. Literally the Tiger and I would not be in the situation. I'm just gonna have to use the Amethyst Cats and hope. So you can attack with that now. Oh, no, it's not going to. Doesn't really change much. So we're just gonna be attacking directly with those because I made that small error. But it might still be able to win like that. It's gonna be 1200 every single turn. Oh, I couldn't do damage because of the larva. Which means that there's another turn I have to go through. So let's attack with those first. Can't special summon.
Slowly.
Yep.
Surely.
Oh, I should have destroyed those. I don't know why they're not attacking with the dragon here. Future Fusion. Poly. I'm gonna put all of these together. I don't know if I can win. So yeah, I went for the cat first. Oh, it attacks all of them.
Yeah.
I nearly grabbed that. It really sucks because I lost due to just misplays. Sorry about that, guys.
So I missed the earlier part here. Is this a conventional Crystal Beast deck where you're looking to get out that one spell card that gives you like something cool happens whenever you have like 4 more Crystal Beast?
Yeah,
spell
you can do the Rainbow Dragon.
Is that what you're trying to do? Right? Is that what you're trying to do with this deck right now?
If it happens. Oh, I was trying to end phase there. This is not a game you're meant to play fast either. Like a lot of these misplays wouldn't be happening if I was just like taking my time, but I'm not, and then it kind of snowballs. Yeah, we have to deal with that again.
Yeah,
Probably
yikes.
not going to win.
Yikes.
Okay, we're going to look for a really good hand. I guess he does have Cyber Dragon in this deck. No, not going to run that one. Man, where was that card when I needed to not lose life points? The Scarecrow. Okay, we'll have to just Dark Hole that, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's more or less I just hate wasting the Dark Hole on something like that, but I really can't play until I deal with it. Okay, so Soapy has nothing.
Big hope.
And there's Cyber Dragon. And Proto. I'll see what the top deck is, but probably can't play this. No. There's nothing that I have that can just outright beat like a Cyber Dragon, which sucks in this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyber Dragon's pretty decent compared to...
The Tiger has the most. It's able to do 2,000 attack, but not 2,100. There is an equip in this deck that gives us 800, but it's kind of hard to find. There's only one of them. It's probably not a good hand to run either. Okay. Maybe I'll be alright. Another pop. Oh my gosh. Yep. Alright, we're gonna keep hold of that Dark Hole till we see the poly get played.
Heard that.
But we're not even being walled out right now. So play Crystal Beast Tiger, should be able to destroy anything that's face down defense here. Cyber Larva.
Yep.
So we actually want to hope he polys here. Gonna tribute for Cyber Dragon. And it's like, maybe I can get the equip, which would be nice, but otherwise I'm probably just gonna have to use Dark Hole and try and win as quickly as possible. I really don't even want to, but he could easily just get another. And Cyber Larva and attack. I'm not sure what the plan is there. We got all three Topaz Tigers. It's just doing that to not take damage. So he's just stalling a little bit. And okay, that's good. Ooh, Mammoth. It's gonna be really good damage for this turn. We just need to get through one more. Please. Oh, that's fine.
All right.
We can beat that with Tiger. I want to say, I think we're okay here. It's usually how this plays out. It's like sometimes there's no thinking required. Just beat him up.
Of course.
Do that, and then work this mouse.
Lethal.
Thank you. All right, we are getting really close to the end. This is another really, really difficult one, though. All of the duels towards the end are really difficult.
Yeah, typically the later ones require like a very particular win condition.
Marcel does a stall deck. The best card that we can get here is Mariner. What the heck is this hand?
What is this hand? Ew.
Only because I have the Mariner potential is the reason why I'm holding this hand, just to see. It's really that good. Because if I draw an Avian or Bubble Man, then I'd just send it, but I wasn't able to get them there. So Mariner has 1400 attack, and it can attack directly. So Messenger of Peace stall doesn't work for this. It's pretty much the only consistent way to win this duel. I'll put Glowmoss down. Again, we have a chance at the Mariner, so that's the only reason why I'm playing it. I'll just see. I'll give him one turn to see what he does. Messenger of Peace. So I'll give this a try. I'll attack with Avian until he stops me, which he'll be able to stop me pretty easily. Yep.
Yeah, this may seem excessive in how picky Easy's being right now, but like it's really just like that one-sided, lopsided.
Oh, I didn't get the poly. Okay. I'm just gonna do emergency call. I suppose I'll go for Sparkman. I have Righteous Justice, so I can actually get rid of any of the Messenger pieces if I need to. Or that. Well, let's see what gets played this time or next turn. Battle phase. Uh-oh. To deal with both of them. Oh, Oversoul. Yeah, that will work. Because we can Oversoul him.
Okay. Then what?
Play Avian, and then play Righteous Justice and get rid of both of them. A really good top deck.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
And we're still dodging Messenger of Peace, although it probably didn't get played there because he had the 1800 attack. Let's see if it gets played now. And if we get his top deck into a Polymerization, this one should go pretty smooth. Yep. Okay, we really need the poly. Desperately. I'm gonna wait because I don't want to like lose the fusion. Okay, I probably should have still done it. Yeah, I'll play it now. So a little bit of damage at a time. We'll be able to get Bubble Man out next turn and hopefully start. Hopefully he just runs out of monsters to play. Yeah,
that'd be like what we needed.
But might draw into a trap. Oh wait. Oh, he did have another monster. And he can use that to protect it. Oh. That gets protected. I'm just gonna... Here, I'm just gonna set this. I'm gonna end down. We can take... The thing I'm excited about here is I can take out Messenger of Peace with a Glow Moss. I'm just waiting a second before I do it because I couldn't attack that turn. Messenger of Peace just got discarded. That's nice. All right. Wait, I oversummoned. I just realized I don't have space for it.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Should be able to do decent damage still, and then that appears. Well, I guess what we have to do at this point is just summon this outright.
Yeah, manually tribute.
Yep. Take out one of those. You're gonna leave the fusion as a potential draw, or as a potential play. And I don't have to use a fake hero, I guess. Yeah, now we have to use Glow Moss to destroy Messenger. Well, I'll destroy the 3000 first, of course. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna play Glow Moss. We're gonna fuse this to make Elemental Hero Glow Neos. This has the ability to destroy pretty much any card in the field, but there's different effects. For destroying a trap, it gets changed to defense. So we'll destroy that. At least now I can attack. He gets a draw. Duel's definitely not over yet. Jeez. At least I'll be able to destroy that if I attack it next turn. But yeah, if we had the Mariner, I probably would have already won. Because I would have been able to attack directly every single one of these turns, no matter what. I just, for some reason, can't find the card. Oversoul. Changes to attack. Activate it. Destroy this.
All right.
I just need a refresher. Oh, I can attack directly this turn. Okay, cool. I don't need to, but. And then Oversoul the Sparkman at least. Nope. Okay. Let's see a Battle Fader. Swamp Mirror. Not much I can do about that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. I'll just destroy this. Don't have to deal with that. Deal with him drawing more. Alright, can we just finish this, please?
Ready, please.
Nice. Okay. That's a extremely rough duel.
Yeah.
I think there's only 4 duels left.
Let's do it.
Okay, Jesse isn't too bad here. It's a little bit easier than the previous Crystal Beast ones I've had to do. It's weird, you get this like somewhat easy duel right before just the gauntlet. Okay. We're trying to avoid the turtle. Okay, I avoided it for now. And we got a Super Poly there. We'll be able to use that pretty soon. Yeah, we only have, I'm going to take the Neos alias. This card basically works as if it was Elemental Hero Neos, but we have to summon it next turn. Okay. I'm going to put down the Super Poly just so I have it.
Could you brief me real quick here? What does Super Poly do again? That's like
Super
useful?
Poly allows you to, you basically discard a card from your hand and you can use both monsters on either side of the field.
Okay.
To fuse with.
What you intend to do?
Okay, wait a second. We can do something interesting here.
Okay.
Now we don't need to resummon Alias to be able to use it, because until we do the Gemini summon, we can't actually use a Super Poly. But we're gonna go ahead and make a Hummingbird, or Air Neos. And instant Neospace basically works the same as if it's Neospace, but to equip instead. So I will not lose this at the end of the turn. But we wanted something to be able to beat the turtle. So that's why this is important. We have a really solid advantage on him. Ooh, Grand Mole. You know what time it is.
Oh yeah, time to interact with my opponent. Psych!
So as a reminder, Grand Mole, when it attacks, it just puts both cards back to each player's hand. It's really good against Jesse because he's wanting you to destroy his monster, so it goes into his back row. And then he can start doing stuff, but Grand Mole completely negates that. Yeah, usually when I get Grand Mole, this one's just game, because he just can't do anything. Alright.
Alright, what we got here? And
Alright, now we're moving on
permission to lethal?
Yep.
Granted. Alright. Third to last?
Yes, sir. Going against Yubel. We need pretty specific cards in order to deal with it. Expect me to reset out of this one quite a bit. Ooh, we can super poly. Dude, if I can just get a regular poly, it's GG. Because I have Neos and Rainbow Dragon. I can get Rainbow Neos.
Rage. Praying for it.
But we'll see if that's even possible. I wasn't paying attention to the graveyard because I was talking. Yubel is in the graveyard. Okay. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and play Sparkman. I guess I shouldn't be super polying yet, but actually no, I shouldn't have. I was more thinking not putting Yubel in the graveyard. But I'm just gonna peek real quick and see what these face downs are. I should have waited to see if he reborn Yubel. Yubel reborn Yubel. It's really hard to describe what Yubel does. Yeah, and it was called a haunted. So yeah, I should have waited there. I realized that after the fact because I don't even know why I checked to see if Yubel was in there and then did that. That's a big misplay. But if he doesn't have a monster, probably gonna get a monster now. Wait, he just discarded 2 monsters. Hold up. Oh. Okay, beautiful. Doesn't get to use Yubel because he doesn't play a monster because he discarded 2 of them.
Oh my god.
Which can also happen. That's why I still played even after I made the mistake. We're gonna do Prisma here. That's really funny that worked, but still they have 3 face downs and can probably do a lot with that. Yep. But if we get polymerization at any point, it's just pretty much game over. Really, they call the haunted that, not Yubel. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, nope. Still not Yubel.
Really?
They want to do damage. Really looking for that top deck. If it happens, it's insane. Prisma can kind of hold his own here. I'm gonna literally use this effect just to get cards out of the deck that I don't want.
Yep.
I'll let them crash if they want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not able to discard a Necro Shade in this deck, unfortunately, so otherwise I would do that, get Neos out, but I can't. It's not an option. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of damage here.
Ooh, tight, real tight. All right.
Yep, it's pretty much poly or bust. Nah. I know it seems like ridiculous to like rely on the top deck like that, but these duels are so difficult that I wouldn't just reset right away when I have a potential of winning. Yeah, I need to hold the super poly. So you're trying to play around the Yubel card, so I should have saved the super poly for that. So that was like a really big mistake I made. I was thinking about too many things at once. Okay, not putting Yubel in the graveyard. Interesting. Savage Coliseum means that everybody needs to attack with every face-up attack monster. We can go ahead and... Well, I don't trust the face down, so I'm just going to send out Sparkman. Because I can still fuse these two. And we'll mill out a Neos. Okay, I don't know what this face down's going to be. Okay. So far, Yubel's just letting me go. That could be the Torrential Tribute. Oh, Rainbow Veil is really good for playing around Yubel. Because you can attack it and it'll negate Yubel's effects. Let's do a quick little mill. Throw a Neos in the graveyard in case we get like an Oversoul or something. So we actually have a method of playing around Yubel right now. It's huge. Ideally, they just brick and I win.
What is going on here?
Potential. Call the Haunted, but they don't have...
Yeah.
They don't have Yubel.
Not a big threat.
Okay. I don't know if I want to play the Rainbow Veil yet. Yep. So the reason why they attacked there is because they had to because of the Coliseum. And that was the only card they had in the graveyard, so they used Call the Haunted to get a monster just because they didn't really have anything. So it may have looked like really weird gameplay just because it was. But it just sped up the duel for me. If you don't attack directly when you have that, then you just lose. Okay, mass change. Okay. We have the Grand Mole. Call the Haunted as well. Makes sense. I'll just put this down for now. Night Shroud's the most difficult duel in the entire speedrun. Has a lot of removal. I don't have great cards in the hand right here, so hopefully you can get just a beater to go through here. I want to see what the top deck is real quick, because I have Grand Mole, which gives me hope, but not a lot of hope. Necro Shade. Well, I could do this into it. Yeah, I'll summon the Dark Panther out and just destroy one of these. Okay, that's a waste of a Phoenix Chain. I'll take that. Let's see if we can make something happen out of this. I'm going to end up using Call the Haunted just to get the Necro Shade out, but usually this duel goes really bad. So, oh, they ended the phase. I don't have to waste that. Okay, get the Necro Shade. They probably have more removal. And what do they have? Phoenix Chain. Okay, I'm down again. I'll just tribute it for another Necro Shade. I guess I can Miracle Fusion, but I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, because I can do Escarido, or Dow. And it's gonna spawn 2 more Giant Germs. Okay, I was waiting to see what these face downs were. I'm gonna go ahead and Miracle Fusion this following turn and just hope that I can avoid stuff still. Another face down. Okay, don't choose this. Choose that for Miracle Fusion. How much damage am I about to take? 500 damage with those. And the Grand Mole. Okay, let's destroy that. That. Don't activate its effect, because I don't want to put that back in my hand right now. Aqua Dolphin. Like, life points are not looking great right now. Don't activate the effect.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep. That's gonna be 2 tokens. We just have to beat them up. Alright.
Whew, man.
Yeah. I'm not feeling good about this one still. I don't know when oh, could play the Hummingbird. Oh yeah, wait. Do I still haven't? I don't have any more Necro Shades. Do I do it for the damage? I could always, yeah, I could call the Haunted the Grand Mole back. I was like almost like, should I play the Hummingbird and just get some life points back? I don't really know. I should have waited before doing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was, but you know, I don't want a backseat.
No, you're fine. You would have been played it right. It's hard to play when I'm like stressed. We're just a little bit off on damage.
Like that.
We might be able to get the Aqua Dolphin back and just win immediately. Oh, okay. I think we finally got a Night Shroud that just bricked completely.
Lethal.
Nice. All right, one more to go.
Final duel.
It's Jaden versus Yugi.
Of course. So, what would you rate the difficulty of this duel right here? 1 to 10.
7.
7. I agree. The harder, I think the harder one still is that triple accelerator. That duel is
that Axel one's pretty. It's up there for sure. Really bad hand. Pretty much like 4 dead draws, or 5. Pretty much to 5.
What's Yami's deck here?
It's kind of a mix of just like OG cards. He gets a bunch of like Mirror Forces and like he just gets that like Blackluster Soldier, Dark Magician. Hey, technically, wait. I'm trying to remember. I don't think Wild Edge is in this deck. It's not.
Yep. Out.
So this one has like a bunch of like new heroes in it, but you don't have access to a lot of the old ones. So like I wasn't able to make Flame Wingman there or Wild Edge, despite having the cards there. Otherwise, I would just play it. Okay. Just gonna put this down, so let me search, call a Haunted. I'll save the emergency call to figure out what I want to do. Okay, won't be able to destroy this. Gets the Ritual card. Doesn't seem like he can Ritual yet. Might just go for Necro Shade, honestly. Alright, I might be able to... Oh, yeah, I could do Prisma and mill the Necro Shade instead.
There you go.
That's probably a better idea. So the only way we can mill it is we're going to go to Dark Bright and get that in the graveyard so we can get Neos out next turn.
Very, very nice. Love that.
And we have the Call Haunted, so... I mean, like... It's just, I want to do more damage to him before he gets his really useful traps. I also could have just done, I guess I could have just gotten Neos in the graveyard there. I just forgot the Call the Haunted was there. But if we get cleared out here with the Necro Shade, I'll have the Neos as a backup. So that's why I still did it. Because I'll be able, if these all get cleared out, from a Dark Hold. I can get Dark Hold right now. Didn't happen, but then I would still be able to get Neos out. not trusting that face down at all. I was hoping I'd trigger something there. I guess I'll move this to defense because I've already summoned and just activate its effect again. Do this and get a Neos in the graveyard. So we can technically get Grand Mole in the graveyard. I forgot that we can potentially do that with the Call the Haunted. Okay, this doesn't really answer anything because the only reason why nothing got activated there is because I wasn't able to destroy it. So we're gonna have to summon Neos here. Oh, looks like he's got the Black Luster Soldier completely.
Okay.
Unless he just needs a spell card. I don't know why he didn't go for there. I'll activate that. Let's do... Oh, it puts it back in the hand. I thought it did something better than that.
Yeah, I thought...
honestly.
I thought you were fetching.
Yeah, we'll just do that because I need to do this. And then next turn, I'll be able to get Neos out again because of the Necro Shade in the graveyard. If Black Luster Soldier comes out, I'll be able to Grand Mole it. So, but I most likely get Mirror Force. Yes.
Yep.
There's no other way for me to get rid of that Mirror Force other than by getting something higher than 2,000. Okay, that is going to be a Dark Magician. So we're going to Grand Mole it, which is really nice. Oof. That'd be... Can't use that. I was gonna end down. That just means that like those 2 tributes he did were for nothing.
Right.
And now you get the or the Neos out, like I said before. And hopefully that face down isn't something too bad. But this could easily be another 2,000 defense, and so I have to do this. And, yep.
Yep.
All right. That face down doesn't seem too bad. It was a spell. It wasn't even a trap.
Wow. Get you baited.
I guess I could get Dark Hold at any moment, and I wasn't lying. What is this one going to be? Another Mirror Force? Yep. I've called every single one so far. Yugi, let me play, dude. What is this going to be? I'll go with the Card Trooper.
Yeah. Trooper.
Because we can get... Oh, no, I've already got the Necro Shade in the graveyard, so no more of those. But still, decent attack. Okay.
Alright.
Pretty soon I'll just be able to Grand Mole my problems away. Really? What is that? Okay. It's okay to do this because we already have like Neos in the graveyard. Should be okay here, but if I get board wiped here, I'm not super worried because I can make them go into attack next turn and then just use the Call the Haunted. All right, hopefully we're one turn away from finishing this run.
When's time? Is it after this duel?
It's right, as long as he just lets me play here, it should be in like 2 seconds. All right, please, Yugi, don't have a Karibo. Chill out. All right, GG. Time. Finally.
GG's.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Obviously, an extremely volatile run, and I did make quite a few mistakes. I haven't played the category in a while, but
it's a hard category.
It's the thing about it is even though I have like a couple 100 hours in it, there's still stuff that kind of catches me off guard, and if I'm not just practicing it all the time, there's some curveballs it can throw you. But I hope that was at least interesting to some of you. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. You guys can follow me over on twitch.tv/EZScape. Make sure you guys support the charity. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much to Trihex for helping me with commentary.
No problem, man.
And we've already taken up more time than we were allotted, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it now. Hope you guys enjoy the rest, and make sure you guys check out the Smash event as well.
Yeah.
At twitch.tv/VGBootcamp. All right, guys. I'll catch you all later. Peace.